Hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant cause you ain't following up. One thing.
What up, TMS family? And today is Sunday, July 31st, 2022. Yeah, that's right, the last day in July of 2022. Here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people, and I'm your host, MT. With me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, and Mr. Come First because you gotta respect me. Happy birthday, Pops. And down below, we got today.
It's your boy Tay, one half of Sports Talk Tay and Josh.
Hey, boy, Josh, the other half of Sports Talk 10, Josh. What's going on, guys?
Nothing much. What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome back.
Thanks for giving us vacation leave for last week, man. You know,
That's it.
Tay, they giving us benefits now, Tay. Paid days, late days.
How was it, though? Let's start off with y'all experience. How was it there, though?
Exactly.
I love San Diego, bro. The weather was perfect, bro. It was in the 70s.
I tell you, that's where I always go.
No humidity, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on, y'all. Let the people know where y'all went now.
So we was in last week using our vacation leave from Too Much Show. Thank you, guys. We went to San Diego Comic-Con 2022.
Yeah.
Now, you got to work another 90 days, sir, before you can get another week, okay?
Hey, Tay, they about to give us
We might get all that OT.
Hey, Tay, they're going to be like, why y'all taking off? I know I gave you leave. That don't mean you got to use it.
Exactly. Denied. Not approved.
He said, not approved. He said,
yeah. Hey, man, but it's 2 months in advance. Don't matter. Denied. All right?
But the vacation is 3 months in advance. I don't care. We're going to be busy that day.
You get an extra week if the Wizards make the finals.
Oh, wow. Well, we know that ain't going to happen.
Wow.
Nah, man.
Yeah, it was lovely out there, though. It was definitely lovely out there.
So, like, what was the most exciting thing you saw live at Comic-Con?
Actually, the FX joints was pretty. That was my favorite panel through the whole joint.
And DeVito, he killed.
Yeah, that was the funniest one. AEW. I'm not really a wrestling fan, but it was a good panel.
AEW.
Very exciting. You know, I actually started watching. AEW. I wasn't really watching.
Playing. Get the fuck out of here.
They convinced me. The panel, the people was. I was like, they was nice, man.
Who was on the panel?
CM Punk, Darby Allin, Danielson, and Jay, Britt Baker, and Chris Jericho.
Tay, tell them what you want.
All the media stars.
Tay, tell them what you want.
I just want to get back from the AEW joint. So I got like action figures and some other shit. I actually got a signed CM Punk action figure.
Yeah, so when you came in the panel, they was passing out tickets, and if you get it, you get like prizes at the end.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, so like
hey, man, hold on to that, man. It's a collector's item.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
That's a great one.
10 years
that man had.
Yeah,
10, 15 years, bro. It's gonna be worth something.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting rid of that.
Shit, it might be like soon, for real, now, for real, because like, dude been in the game for a long time.
Exactly. But yeah, it was that joint. What else? There was a lot of panels we went to. The Dungeons and Dragons joints was a level built one.
That convinced me. I'm a little iffy, you know, like 50-50 on going to see it. But they showed exclusive clips. It was good. It was good.
Okay. Now let me ask y'all this: which one of y'all dressed up, man? Which one of y'all dressed up?
Neither. We're gonna do it
neither. Oh, we do it next time, man. We felt out of we was on the little shuttle bus. Everybody was all dressed up, bro. We was like the only regular dressed people. I felt like, you know what?
Of course, it had to be the black people. That was the oddball.
Well, Tay didn't make it no better. He was wearing New Balance 992. Looked like he was fresh out of Southeast. like you about to go to a go-go with a Marvel shirt on.
I don't care what nobody say. Those just are comfortable.
I'm joking with you, bro. I'm joking with you, man.
Them shit's comfortable.
Nah, man. But no, so today, man, today's show, Recognizing Redemption. Just want to take the opportunity, first of all, to give Amanda Nunes her flowers. So if you all didn't see it yesterday, UFC 277, that's what we're going to kick the show off with. She went out there, became the first woman and third overall person in UFC, in the entire UFC history, to have an immediate rematch and win the title. So there's been a grand total of 13 immediate rematches, but only 3 people have actually won the title back after like an immediate rematch, and she is the third person. So salute to her. It just talks about her level of greatness, man. I think she's won 15 title matches in UFC, which is like the most by any woman in history. Yeah,
she beast.
See, I hate when stuff like this happen. Now I wonder who's the other two.
Oh yeah,
one of them was Go ahead.
Oh no, because the first fight, it's a good redemption story. She did bounce back. The first fight, I think she was a little too cocky. The second fight, she was more like
she was distracted.
No.
They just adopted a baby or something like that.
Yeah.
No. I think Mr. Jones talking about who's the other 2 people to do it. So
my bad, bro. My bad.
It's all good. So the other 2 people, I forgot. One of the guys
Jennifer
did it early. No. One of the guys did it. No, one of the guys did it earlier this year. It was a guy. It was like in January of this year. I forgot his name. But what's his name? Randy Couture did it back in 2004.
Okay. That makes sense.
So literally it was 04, and then it happened twice this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I forgot the guy's name. It's like Frank something, or it starts with an F. I can't remember. I meant to.
Not Frank Mir, right? No, not Frank.
No. This year, Frank Mir is still fighting.
Oh, this year, my bad.
Yeah, Frank Mir is retired.
You talking Nagano?
Nah, it wasn't Nagano. No, it was like it was little guys. It was like a little white guy, Fred or Frank, something like that.
This dude just named a regular white man name. He's like, one of them got to be right.
Yeah, one of them got to be right. I can't remember.
That's low key racist, by the way, MT. But I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm joking with you. That's racist. I'm joking with you. I'm joking.
Nah, it is what it is. But no, man. So that's what ended up happening. Derek Lewis did take an L last night. This is just a quick little UFC recap. He got knocked out in the first round.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got
this. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he was talking the most too.
He was trash talking. Great entertainment for the pre-fight, but jeez. Yeah.
Exactly. And then I guess the runner-up to the main event. I'm not sure who the individual is, but the winner of that won by KO in the second round. So so it was 2 back-to-back KOs, basically TKO, KO, and then on the third fight went to decision. I'm gonna tell you though, one of the craziest things about that fight was in that 5th round, and what's her name? Pena?
Yeah, Pena.
Juliana Pena.
Yeah, Juliana Pena. She showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit, because she had tried like a triangle hold and gave up her back. And what's the name? Nunes had her back and had her in a rear naked choke with like 45 seconds left. She had it. I guess she couldn't get the grip. It was something. But she ended up popping out of it. And basically the fight finished and it went to decision.
It wasn't really a decision. Yeah. Nunes dominated. She dominated the fight, bro. She had her leaking. Like, bro.
She did. Yeah. I mean, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, but she almost got it. She almost got with that submission though. Cause I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, that was close.
Listen. Do you know how many people? Listen, do you know how many people probably balled up their tickets and was pissed? Their betting slips and everything like that, because the odds were high for Nunes to win by submission, and the fact that it did, I think it was like plus 650 or something like that, or plus 750. So for her to not to be able to finish that, I know a lot of people were pissed off. A lot of people.
Okay, it was a good redemption. She had a better strategy in the first fight.
She definitely did. But like Mr. Jones said, she was distracted. They had just adopted a child. I think even Tay made mention of it in the group text. He's like, "Who the hell is that pale ass baby?" And I was like, "That's the child that she adopted."
Oh no, the first fight she actually still had a shot. She was just taking too many punches, bro. Like then she got her in a submission. It was over.
Yeah, then Pena was rushing her too, though. Like Pena tried to do the same thing this time, but she hit her with that overhand right every time she tried to rush it. I was like, oh.
Only thing I can say, opinion, she got to work on some head movement. She was taking punches, bro. Like, seriously, I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't just stand there and take a punch. It's like a punching bag. Jeez.
Exactly. No, I agree. I definitely agree.
Looking like Ronda out there.
She was just like, just getting hit. Like, she was like a bobblehead out there, bro, just getting hit. I was like, geez, bro. I'm like, damn.
Man, fools came rushing in. Fools come rushing in. Little inside joke. Mr. Jones, no. But yeah, no, that's what was happening. But no, so that was that. Just a quick recap on boxing. Barclays Center last night, Danny Garcia did beat, I believe it was Jose Benavidez, the other brother. He was able to beat him in a majority decision, which a lot of people didn't understand because I think the scorecard was like 116, 112, 115, 111, and then one judge had it 114, 114. Everybody's like, how the fuck did he have it as a draw? Like Benavidez got dominated for like majority of the fight. But Danny Garcia got the win. It was his first fight at 154. But, I mean, Benavidez, it was a no-brainer that he was going to lose that fight because he had a draw his previous fight after having a 3-year layoff. And then, so if you didn't do well in your past fight when you were fighting basically a tomato can, you're probably not going to fare that well in one where you're fighting decent competition, especially since so what I'll say is I don't know what the long layoff came from because he actually had like 26, 27 victories. He was his only loss going into that fight was against Terrence Crawford 3 years ago in 2018. Terrence Crawford had stopped him in the 12th.
So that's true.
Yeah, so I don't understand what his layoff was for. I don't know if he was battling mental health, drugs, what was going on, but whatever he did, he fucked up because he looked like he shouldn't even have been in there. And them 27 wins looked like they were just for nothing. Be completely honest with y'all. Was not impressed. Gary Antoine Russell, he scored a TKO victory. That's Gary Russell Jr.'s little brother. So he scored one. I heard he didn't look as sharp, but he still, was able to do what he had to do and get the TKO victory.
I bet.
Yeah, so that's that. Now, let's go into something, man. We wanted to wait, man. We wanted to talk about this last week, but we already know how much of a wrestling head, a grapple head is what y'all call him, Tay is. Like I said, y'all done got me back into it. I watch it here and there. At least the big events I'll watch it. Yeah, man, Vince McMahon, bro. Vince McMahon retired from the WWE. So I'm just going to go ahead and get y'all opinion on it, man. Tay, go ahead, get it started, sir. How do you feel about Vince McMahon retiring?
Him retiring, I think pretty much it was writings on the wall from a long time ago. For me, it was, because if anybody know, especially people that know people in the wrestling industry, they know Vince McMahon has been known for doing shit like this a while. So I'm surprised now it took till 2022 to actually catch up and go back with it and actually go with the details of everything that happened in the past with him. And then now with this era, it's anytime when something like that happens, you already know either two things gonna happen. You're gonna have to sell or you're gonna have to leave. One of the two.
Yep.
But luckily enough, he got a nice little circle around him. So if he does decide to walk away, that he was going to hand it off to those two individuals, which is Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, pretty much. Nick Khan tried to do it, but he wasn't too close to the circle.
He's too much of an executive. Nick Khan is there just in case they have to sell.
Exactly. So
you know what I mean?
He's more of he was more the NBC / corporate guy to fit in to that stuff.
He's Disney.
Yeah, so he it caught up with him at eventually, like I said, wrong. I mean, at the time it was the right thing to do, but now it's the wrong era to do it in. So when they
Yeah.
find out you giving out money to women to be quiet, you already know what happens after that. So
Of course. They
And that
gonna
wasn't
want
the case
more.
though.
Go ahead. What
The
was the
case
case?
that really messed it up was like he cooked the books for it. He used the
yes,
company's money.
yeah,
That's what makes it federal. That's when you
yep,
start
Damn.
getting in trouble and shit.
Damn.
yep.
So
Yeah,
like,
So
what
what
was
you
it like
saying is
12?
he should have just. So what you saying is he should have just went into his own bank account and cut that check.
yeah,
If he was smart, yeah. If he was smart,
yeah,
yeah.
personal use.
Gotcha.
Oh,
You got
He should have
okay.
put
shareholders. You got
he should have
shareholders.
put
You
his
can't do
Daniel.
that.
So,
He should have put
question:
his Daniel Snyder.
who's the new CEO then? Since he stepped down.
Stephanie.
It's co-CEOs, which is very
Yeah.
rare for companies to work.
Okay.
Between Stephanie and Nick Khan.
Nick Khan.
Okay.
Everybody don't know Nick
Okay.
Khan was a Hollywood guy. Did a
Mm-hmm.
lot of
Gotcha.
movies and shit. Like as far
Gotcha.
as
Okay.
And then Triple H is the head of WWE creativity. So he's pretty much what he
he the
was
booker.
before.
He the booker.
Yeah.
Oh,
What he
okay.
was doing at NXT. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pretty
He was doing
much.
NXT.
Gotcha.
And
Wow.
this week been the first week without Vince. And my thing about Vince is like all the shit he went through his career, like allegedly covering up murders and the whole
Yeah.
steroid trial and all that shit. It took for Me Too to take him down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the whole,
It kind of reminds me of how Russell Simmons went down a little bit, except
Yeah.
for it wasn't as bad.
nah, not this bad. Not to the point where
Russell
he's a couple of
said he
million
gonna pray
straight
for
out.
me too. I'm gonna pray for him because he got me too.
Very much,
You
but
can't.
yeah, I don't know. But it's like all of us pretty much enjoyed a part of his work in our lifetime, one or
Oh, of
another.
course. Of course.
And that's one thing every guy got to realize, good or bad. Like all this shit we see today, it wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Nope.
I mean, the man was the Godfather. Was one of them. Like he was the Godfather of the Attitude Era, the best
Yep.
era of wrestling. Like technically, he is
Yeah.
the Godfather of that. So I give him his credit. I give him his credit as far as like bringing. He know how to scout talent. He know how to do characters. I will give him his credit on that. He actually made
He
empire
made the greatest character ever, man. The Undertaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Well, will you get more the credit or will you get a writer's credit?
No, it was him.
no, it was him.
Say it was him.
Because at the end of the day, he got final say so, and he'll change the last minute.
Oh no, I'm just saying that because the writers normally pitch the idea. He said yay or nay a lot of times. A lot of the cases, that's how it goes.
Gotcha.
But no, people,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Especially not today's writers, not today's writers at all.
Nah.
But
I don't know how it is now, but that's how it pretty much was.
maybe around the 90s, maybe around like 96, early 97, before he really started taking over.
Yeah. I mean, he did have Jim Ross and Paul Heyman too, like early before Paul Heyman left. But
And
he
you know,
character.
Pat Patterson was the last. We got some humor too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I get, like I said, I give him his credit. But damn, it really did take women. Really.
Nah, it did. Took him being nasty. Took him being nasty. Now, honestly, all it was is, and I'm be honest with y'all. Let's be real, gentlemen. Look, let's have a quick little real talk about real people moment. It's because he's the creepy old man now. Okay, if this was Leo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, somebody like that, they wouldn't be going through any of this. Because those men are desirable to a lot of women. So they would say, hey, I'm sleeping with a man who's desirable and he gonna give me some money, I'm gonna do it. But when you get the old creepy man that, you know what I'm saying, is just being nasty, who could be some of their grandfathers and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm gonna say is this: every dog, it catches up to everyone. Just like Harvey Weinstein, they finally got his nasty old ass at 70 plus years old.
Yeah.
Who else? Ron Jeremy. They got him at 60 plus years old. They got his old ass. It's gonna catch up to everybody who was doing it. I just hate the fact that they wait until, you know what I'm saying, they get old and everything like that and try to do this. Like, you should have been, if it was that serious and about justice and all this kind of stuff, you could have opened up your mouth
Most of
10,
the time, it's about
15.
money. It's about money, bro.
Exactly.
It's about money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's all.
I mean,
Most of the time.
yeah. But honestly, like for real, I think he still would have been all right if they didn't look back at the company books and saw that he's paying $12 million like
Yeah,
every year
exactly.
for the past
I think the price went up for that. I think it's up to 14 now.
Yeah, it's up to 14. So yeah, and this is per. This is not like one payment. This is per person that he's paying.
Wait a minute, 14 million. No, hold on.
He's paying 12 million per person.
No. I think it's like
okay, 14 million collectively.
He paid like 4, 3
collectively.
million.
Yeah, 4, 3 collection.
Okay.
1 million.
Oh my God, 12 million. I'm like, dang.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I only think one person here paid 12 million to.
Yeah, okay. and then we don't know what he promised behind closed doors while doing those acts too, though.
That's true.
Because a lot of them was women wrestlers. Like that's the only thing. Like they were signed under WWE as women wrestlers, and I don't think they was that good, to be honest with you. But they were still under WWE. So
yeah, what he was smashing a low tier trying to get in? Joints?
No, they was actually stars. Like they was in there.
I thought my man was smashing the employees. He was smashing the employees. He was smashing the employees.
He had a couple in the office too.
Yeah, a couple in the office, and then there was a couple female wrestlers that, even other people was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? She hot, she sexy. He was coming on. Didn't he come on to Trish Stratus? If I'm not mistaken, I'm about to say Trish Stratus, and she was one of them ones, bro. She couldn't wrestle for shit, but I'm gonna tell you right now, her body, oh my goodness.
I mean, it all really started with Sable.
Sable,
definitely started with Sable. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate to say it like this, and I try not to be ignorant. Hold on. How can I say this and be political? You can't blame him for shooting his shot at Sable. That's what I'm gonna say. Sable back in the day, bro. I don't know if you remember her, Josh. Sable.
I know who Sable is.
Yeah, you can't blame him for shooting.
Everybody remember the paint.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I
don't talk too much about Brock Lesnar's wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, what I've been, overly aggressive, no. But again, steroids, all that money.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's going to experience it at least once. That's what Ben said. Yeah, me personally, I think I would have probably just gave her the proposition. She said, no, okay, cool. It is what it is. Offers on the table. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you need help.
MT Par's been every day. You know that offer's still on the table. I'm not with you, MT.
You said what?
Left Sue Sable. She left that joint. Sue won, then came back.
And came back and came back after she won the case.
Yep, after she won the case, But I guess Vince was trying to smooth everything over.
Yeah, then let's not forget about the whole China thing too, though. I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's a little weird with China. I'm gonna be honest with you. That one don't do it for me.
He waited till she died. Let's just say like that. He waited till she died. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yeah.
With that situation.
Yeah, China, Sable, yes. Trish Stratus, yes. Maybe even Jacqueline.
Sadly, a lot of China pain was because the whole thing losing her man.
Yeah.
Losing her man. Who she lose?
Triple H. Remember they were
Triple H. Oh yeah.
Remember she went from Triple H to X-Pac. Like in a like 5-year span.
My man bossed up and went with the boss's daughter.
Yeah,
he sure did. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Like
in real life though.
Yeah, behind her back. On top of that, like some Lita, Matt Hardy, and Edge type shit.
Damn, boy. This goes to show you, boy. These people, you have all that money and still act a damn fool.
Crazy sometimes art imitates life like that, though.
Yeah, true.
Cause they'll put that shit right on the storyline. I'm like, how?
They sure will. Yeah. But all right, man, that's it. Now to jump to the NFL. Last week we did the NFC North preview. So this week is going to be the AFC North preview. This one is a good division. But we're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. So AFC North consists of the Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, Josh, I will let you kick it off, sir.
Oh, wow. You're going to give me the first. Let me think.
Absolutely. AFC North. Mr. Jones, go ahead and put that banner on up there, sir.
Okay. I see you executive producing over there, MT. I see you. All right. So, let me do who I think is going to win the division. Might be a taker. I think the Steelers is going to bounce back and win the division.
Okay.
I know that might be a little high take.
Number one. Okay.
I think number two, I think the Ravens are going to bounce back. They had a lot of injuries on the defense. And, Lamar Jackson contract year. I want to say the Ravens at number two. And at number three, I'm going to go with the Bengals. The Bengals, I think, is going to take a step back. Okay. And I'm going to hate to say this, even though only reason I put the Browns at number four because we don't know the Deshaun Watson situation. That's the only reason I put him at number four.
Yeah.
If he plays, then I'll raise him up a little bit. But the Browns, I'll put at number four.
Okay. All right. Tay.
All right, for me, number four. Well, the last one. It will be the Browns. Same thing, just to illustrate. We don't know what Deshaun Watson's suspension is going to be. We don't know if it's going to be 4 weeks. We don't know if it's going to be 8 until to be determined. That they're the last one. Number three for me will be actually I got the Pittsburgh Steelers being the number 3 seed this year.
Wow.
I understand they got a lot of. I understand that they got a lot of help as far as the defensive side, and I do believe Mike Tomlin will get a winning season out of this. But I think at some point, I still can't. Even though I understand it was the coaching, I still can't trust Mitch Trubisky in a big game situation. In a big game,
Mitch Trubisky, I think is gonna have a good year.
Well, here's the thing, though. Don't forget they got Kenny Pickett now. They got him, hometown boy. They got him.
Nah, Kenny Pickett. I think they save him. He'll probably start next year. But Mitch Trubisky, this is gonna be Mitch Trubisky year to make it or he ruin it. If he ball out this year, Mitch Trubisky probably can get another good contract. That's right. And Mitch Trubisky is very underrated, even though everybody blamed him for the Bears' demise. It was really coaching in the offensive line, but we're not going to say that. Actually, man, Tay kept blaming. Tay you had a lot of smoke for Mitch Trubisky. I was like, I don't think it's Mitch Trubisky. I think it's the team. But
and then I look back on it, it was Nagy. It was Nagy the whole time. But
thank you. And the offensive line too. Don't forget that. Get the offensive line. That those two components of it.
Yeah, but it was mostly Nagy though. Nagy was the play.
The Bears were like, yeah, we need an offensive line. You know what? We're going to draft the best defensive end in the draft. Yeah. That's pretty much what they know. That was pretty much. I was like, what? I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, and then my number 2 seed will be, oddly enough, I got the Baltimore Ravens as the number 2 seed for that division, and then if everybody's healthy. If everybody's healthy, they should be the number 2. Number 1 would be the Cincinnati Bengals. They added on to their offensive line. They added more to their defense. Only key thing is what they're going to do with Jesse Bates. That's going to be the key thing with that. And but as far as anything else, they got depth. They got offensive line. They look like they're the most completed team in that division right now.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. So for me, for number 4, I'm actually gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens. I just think, they did have a lot of injuries, but the thing is with them, how can I put this? Lamar. Honestly, it's going to depend more so on Lamar's contract situation. So if he gets his money before the season starts, I'm keeping them at number 4. If he gets his money before the season starts, I'm sorry. If he doesn't get his money, then I believe that this will be another prove-it year for him, and I believe that they can move up to the number 3 spot in that division. And because I still don't think that they're going to make the playoffs, but I think Lamar will play a little bit harder. But obviously, losing Hollywood Brown, this puts a lot of pressure on Rashard Bateman, and this is going to make Lamar basically want to do a lot, which is run around, you know what I'm saying, get the rushing yards, get the passing yards, things like that. But I do have the Baltimore Ravens finishing, as of right now, last in the division. Now, the Cleveland Browns are a talented team. What I think is going to happen with them at the number 3 spot is, yes, they will start off shaky because I think that Deshaun Watson's probably going to get 6 games, 6 to 8. And then when he's back, they're going to make a late push in the season. But I believe that they will ultimately miss the playoffs because it'll be too far of a hole for him to dig his team out of. Number 2, I do have the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 2. I like what the Steelers have done with their defense. Obviously, Minka Fitzpatrick being on a physically unable to perform list, as long as he's good to go by the season opener, I think that they would be okay. I know they lost James Washington, but they still have Chase Claypool, and they have I forgot the other wide receiver's name, but he's pretty good. And they just drafted a rookie as well. Between Trubisky and Pickett, I think that they will be okay. Najee Harris is another guy who's proven. I think that he's going to have another good year ahead of himself. And then let's just not forget, come on, guys. There's no way that I can even have the Pittsburgh Steelers finishing last in this division or even finishing third. You know why? Because Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. And I don't think it's going to happen this season either. So I have him finishing number 2. And then number 1, I think that we're in the Bengals Carson Palmer type era. For those of y'all that don't know, please do your research. Google when it was Carson Palmer, TJ Houshmandzadeh, and Chad Ochocinco there. You always had the Bengals making the playoffs, being that exciting team in that division, but unfortunately not being able to close the deal. So I do think that the Bengals win it. To me, I think Joe Burrow, that Super Bowl loss is going to fuel him because I believe that he is a talented individual. I also think, what's his name, Jamar Chase, and his Madden rating, he took that Madden rating very personal. So I think he's going to be on a mission this year. Well, I'm not going to say he's going to have a Randy Moss type year, but I can see him having another year like his fellow LSU was former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson. I can see him having 15, 1,600 yards, 10, 11, 10 plus touchdown receiving season and over 100 catches. So I do see Jamar Chase having a good year, barring injury. And I think that the Cincinnati Bengals will ultimately win that division. They fixed their offensive line. They definitely beefed that up. Bates is a question mark. However, I think that they will be able to still produce and progress with whatever happens with him. Because as we all know, especially in this league, in the NFL and everything like that, offense, that's what gets you to the playoffs. The offense throughout the year, that's what's going to get you to the playoffs. Now, your defense is what's going to win you the championship.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, who you got, man? You muted. I think you muted.
Yeah, you muted.
Hold on, I got Ravens 1, Bengals 2.
Okay.
Cleveland 3, and
Ooh, the Steelers.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
he got
sorry.
Steelers at number 4.
Steelers 3, Cleveland 4.
Oh, okay.
Steelers 3, Cleveland 4. Okay.
Now
Okay.
here's a curve.
They're gonna beat
Here's
each
a
other up in that
curveball.
division.
But the only question I have, two of y'all put the Bengals. The only reason I think the Bengals not going to do it again this year, I think that year was a lightning in a bottle type situation. And I think the Ravens are going to come back, and I think the Steelers are back. I don't see them winning the division. They probably be middle of the pack. That's why I put them at 3.
Gotcha.
I know they made some off-season moves to upgrade the offensive line, but first year together, I'm going to say I'm going to give it to the Steelers. Best coaching, good defense.
But here's the thing. But my thing is, it's not only them making it, but it's the way that they did it. You know what I mean? And it was
But
like,
you gotta look at the Ravens. The Ravens had a bad year, and the Steelers was hit or miss, and the Browns, Baker Mayfield. You gotta understand, it was like a perfect situation type for them to rise up. They rose up in where everybody was in chaos. They in their division. Outside of the Steelers.
I get that, but they still finished 10-7. So it wasn't like they had this
No,
phenomenal year.
but you gotta look.
But where they made their mark, I was just gonna say where they made their mark more so was the playoff. And to me, I give Joe Burrow's credit for this. You were the most sacked quarterback in playoff history, and like you still stood in there and kept making tough throws. You know what I mean? And so now that you actually have protection, I think the biggest question mark for the Bengals is who's going to step up and be that number 2 receiver. Is Higgins going to be that guy?
Yeah.
That's the question.
And can Joe Mixon stay healthy? Like actually play like more than 12 games. If he could play most of the season, when he was like number 3 in the league last year in rushing. So it's like if he can stay healthy, he's capable to be number 2 or number 1 in the league if healthy. But Derrick Henry is still in the league, so more than likely he's gonna be number 2.
Hold on. I'm about to say you can't forget about Jonathan Taylor now. He's exploded on the scene.
Yeah, he's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
they the top 2, so he could be arguably number 3 right now if he's healthy. If healthy, he could be arguably number 3.
He can.
Okay. What we got put the Browns if Deshaun Watson wasn't in this legal situation?
Number 2. I actually put him behind.
Yeah, I put them at. I would have them at number 2. Yeah, I put them at number 2.
I definitely would. I would have them at number 2, and I would actually go back and forth on whether I want to put the Steelers, because you all know what is it? The Super Bowl hangover. We all know that that's real. So it's one of those where it's going to come down to coaching and resilience. And to me, I just think Mike Tomlin is a better coach than Zach Taylor. So I would go back and forth with that. But yeah, the Browns would definitely be number 2. They have all the pieces. You got Chubb, you got Kareem Hunt, you got the defense. Yep. I mean, come on. That team is loaded. Amari Cooper now is over there, and he's not going to be asked to do a whole lot because they got him for basically nothing. So, hey, I mean, they basically I think they need Amari Cooper to be a solid number 2. That's it.
Right now, yeah. Or it's gonna be receivers by committee. He's just gonna get the double teams because he's the name, pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah, which will open it up for other guys, and then you still got Njoku and those others. So that's how that goes. But yeah, I would definitely have the Browns at number 2 in that division. But like I said, the Browns is going to be exciting. I see them making a late season push and people rallying behind Deshaun Watson. But ultimately, I just don't think. I think it's just going to be too big of a hole for them to climb out of. Because who's their backup? They have Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
And Josh Rosen. They got Josh Rosen.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Josh Rosen, man. I don't know, Tay. You got some smoke, man. What's all this negativity, saltiness coming for Josh Rosen, man? He was the man in high school and college, man.
He wasn't that good at UCLA.
Yes, he was. He was good at UCLA. The team wasn't good. You keep mistaking the team. He was good at UCLA, bro. The team wasn't good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember that. I remember him and Sam Darnold was the number 1 and number 2 quarterback coming out. That's how I know. That's how I remember the high school. I followed that.
Yeah, but how many bowl games did he go in UCLA?
So what you're doing is you blaming the quarterback. The UCLA team was not that good, bro.
Merlin made it.
What was UCLA ranking? UCLA wasn't that good, bro. They wasn't that good of a team, bro.
Yeah, but Merlin.
I'm not gonna put it all on Josh Rosen. I'm not gonna put it all on it. The team just wasn't that good.
Yeah, but Merlin made a bowl game before UCLA when he was
UCLA. But UCLA wasn't that good though. Merlin was a better football program. UCLA was not that good, bro. I'm telling you this. UCLA wasn't that good, bro.
Hey,
they was okay. They was okay. They was okay. Now I'm just saying it sounded like you putting the blame on Josh Rosen, even though the team. I'm telling you, the team just wasn't that good, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Him as the individual talent was good. His numbers and stuff. That's what I'm trying to say.
Which I understand, but he was the number 1 quarterback at that time, right? He decided to go to UCLA.
He shouldn't have went to UCLA. If he had to redo it, he shouldn't have went to UCLA. UCLA wasn't that good. If you had to go
they
back
wasn't.
on, they wasn't that
Nah.
good. That's why I'm trying to argue. I was like, no, you blame you putting the calls on Josh Rosen. Really, the team wasn't that good. Yeah, the team just wasn't that good.
I guess.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's that good in general. But that's just me.
Damn, Tay, what did Josh Rosen do? He didn't sign your autograph or take a picture with you for Instagram or something, bro?
I mean, nah, he's
I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I kind of agree with Tay. I mean, he's average. He's not great. He's just average. He's
No,
like a
I say he
middle
was
of the
good
pack
at
guy.
he was good at. At best, he's probably a backup in the league at best. I'm being
That's
nice.
what I'm saying.
I'm being
And
nice
it's
by
one of
saying
them.
that.
Yeah, my thing is this: best case scenario for the Browns, if they want to try to make a playoff push, is they need to be 500 when Deshaun Watson comes back.
Yeah,
That's what they
I
need
agree.
to do.
I agree with you on that.
They either need to be 3-3 or 4-4. If they are at least that, then they will have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if they are 2 games under 500, Deshaun, you might as well get ready for next year, sir. Come back. I'm serious. Come back, get some reps and everything with the guys, and you know what I'm saying. Like try to go out there and show them, hey, I could be a leader, and it's just not all about massages and things like that. I actually want to play football, and then you know what I'm saying. After that, boom. Like I said, I think his second year. Yeah. So things are starting to heat up. Just want to let y'all know. And next week. Yes. We are going to do the NFC West. So NFC West, yeah.
Dang, that's gonna be sort of tough because it's probably.
Well, I already know who my last place team is. I ain't really worried about.
I was about to say, yeah.
Spoiler alert: Seattle is the worst team in the division. Spoiler
exactly.
alert. If anyone of y'all say number one, I was like, I need to bet you and take your money. That's what I just.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Seattle would definitely be the worst team in that division.
You don't believe in Seattle, man? They got a young quarterback. What's the guy name from Broncos? What's his name? I forgot his name.
Stop it. But I'm gonna tell you, but
man, he got potential, man. He's still young. He's still developing. He's in it. I'm trying to sell you. I can't sell it.
No.
I can't sell it. I don't even talk myself out of it. Yeah, I can't do this.
Most definitely, man. Next week will be NFC. Next week will be NFC West. And then the following week will be AFC West. Now, that's going to be tough. I've been scratching my head. I've been going back and forth. I don't know who I have winning that division. I think I have an idea, but I'm still not 100% sure. And this may be that division where, to be honest with you, all 4 teams could possibly make the playoffs.
True. I was about to say, this is the AFC North looking like if every team healthy, all 4 of them could make the playoffs.
Hey, you said AFC North, yeah.
Yeah, everybody could make the playoffs in that division.
Everybody can make the playoffs in this division. Everybody.
Yeah.
Same thing with the AFC West, though. The AFC West, every team technically can make the playoffs.
Who gonna fall off? That's the thing. Who's gonna fall off?
One of them gonna fall off, man. You gotta pay each one of those teams twice. Somebody gonna take a L.
Oh, of course. Yeah, but we'll get to that. So speaking of NFC West and what we're covering next week, let's go ahead and get to this. So Kyler Murray, something weird came up or surfaced this week about his contract.
I've been waiting to talk about this one.
Absolutely. So Kyler Murray had a independent study clause in his contract where he was supposed to study for 4 hours each week. Yep. And if he not, it could result in penalties. I'm guessing reduced salary if he continues. Yeah, if it continues to void part of his contract, things like that. Now, the new reports that came out on Friday was they did remove that clause now, and they're basically going to trust him to study the film and progress. Mm-hmm. So, Tay, you've been waiting, so I'm going to let you kick it off, and then we'll get to Josh. Tay, go ahead.
All right. What NFL quarterback do you know of outside of Jay Cutler, Jeff George, and all them have a clause where they have to study film? I understand they removed it now. But mind you, this got leaked out. So there had to have been an agent or somebody in the team that had the contract out there that showed this.
Mm-hmm.
So he even, let's not forget, he actually said it himself in a Sports Illustrated interview saying he don't study film like that. that he digested more when playing.
Yes.
So you can't get mad. Go to a impromptu press conference talking about it's discussing almost a joke when you're the joke.
Yeah.
You're the joke.
Yeah.
You said it yourself that you don't study the film, so of course we gonna put it in your contract.
Man, they should put in that contract. They about to give him that big lump sum of money. I'll make sure he's studying and taking his job serious, man. That's a huge investment right there, bro.
You getting 230.5 million. Of course I'm gonna throw that in there. What you think we just gonna let you freelance like Michael Vick back in Atlanta? Nah, that ain't gonna work. No, dude,
Okay.
you gotta study the. I mean, you probably. I ain't gonna say he don't study at all, but to the team it's probably not enough. And if you're a team and you giving that type of money to a quarterback and he don't study more than I guess supposed to, I guess, if from coaching staff or whatever, they're going to throw it in there. Like any team will do that. I guarantee you, if it was like the NBA and dude is not doing certain things in the summer, I guarantee you a team would throw that in there. They would throw that in there.
Is he the only person that have? I'm not sure. Some people have it, or he's just the only person known to have of recent time.
I think he's one of the only people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's maybe like maybe four quarterbacks got that in their contract, and I think one of them was Jay Cutler, like literally in Chicago.
Gotcha.
And I believe it was I said Jeff George, which that didn't work at all. And I want to say it was mostly like the old quarterbacks, like the old quarterbacks. So yeah, you can't say it was a joke when you're the joke, bro. Sorry, like you was the butt of that joke.
I feel like if you gotta put the clause on there, what's the point of even paying him?
Well, he had the leverage though. Kyler Murray had the leverage.
Who else you gonna get at this point? It's like who else you gonna get? You might as well stay with him.
Because you got to think about it. If he's up, they're gonna be what 3-4 team win, 4 or 5 team win, back in the top 10 draft pick category.
Yep.
So he had all the leverage, bro. He had all the leverage, bro. So he's the second highest paid quarterback now in the league.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And actually,
Aaron Rodgers is still number one.
Well, actually, let's go ahead and take it a step further, Josh. He's actually the second highest paid quarterback in league history.
Oh,
yeah,
he is.
So that to me right there is crazy within itself because I'm just like, wow, how?
I think at best he can get them to the playoffs. I hate to say it like that. Maybe he mature over time, but I'm going to say at best first round playoff team at best.
Well, we got to keep our eyes out for the second half of this season then, because he folds like a daggone banquet chair in the second half of the season.
Yeah, he does, and that's another thing that I want to talk about as well. So, a couple things I want to talk about. First off, like you said, it getting out. But I know when the media got involved and they questioned Cliff Kingsbury, the coach. Oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How I don't know why they put that in his contract. Yeah, you do. Because you sat in there with the GM and you told the GM, hey, I don't think Kyler's doing his homework. How else would they know? Here's the thing. One thing that I know is this.
The team is watching the Twitch channel.
I was about to say, here's the thing, unless you John Lynch or you're John Elway or somebody like that, one of these former GM team presidents or something like that used to be a player, they're not paying attention. All they're seeing is the quarterback winning games or not. They're not seeing if he's missing reads. They're not reviewing tape or anything like that. That's the coaching staff. And being that Cliff Kingsbury calls that offense, you basically, I'm sure to probably try to save your ass because think about it. Arizona been spending money like crazy the last couple seasons, making sure they got people there. They brought D-Hop in. Now they bring Hollywood Brown in. They brought J.J. Watt in. Wasn't Tyrann Mathieu there at one point? Wasn't the Honey Badger there? Tyrann Mathieu was there. So if I'm an owner, hey, Cliff, I'm bringing you all these damn weapons, and we still getting bounced out in the first round. We ain't even made a divisional round. What the hell is going on? Oh well, we working on some things. Kyler got to do his homework. Wait. What you mean Kyler got to do his homework?
Yeah, owner don't want to hear that. Owner don't want to hear that.
So I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this right now. This is a make or break year for Cliff Kingsbury. I believe that if they don't get to at least the NFC Championship game, he is going to be fired.
Wow.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes because
I'm going to say next year is his hot seat. I'll say next year, not this year.
No, it's this year, and I'm going to tell you why. You know why? I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because one of the things that I look at is this. So I've been spending money, right? Now, in 2020, the Super Bowl was in Tampa. Guess who was playing? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In 2021, the Super Bowl was in LA.
Oh.
The LA Rams were playing. This year in 2022, for the 2022 season going into 2023, it's in Arizona. I expect my team to continue that trend.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, but
I know it's not going to happen.
I don't think the owner general manager. Yeah, we got to win the Super Bowl this year because it's hometown. I doubt that.
But I will say this though. Let's just say if they have another collapse like they did this season, they're gonna be looking at a lot of changes. It's gonna be offensive coordinator. It might be defensive coordinator.
That's why I say Kingsbury not gonna get fired. What they're gonna do is because they just paid Kyler Murray. Yeah, say for example they bounce again. Someone's getting fired. Someone's gonna be like they're gonna fire somebody. Then next year he's gonna be on a hot seat.
Yeah.
Me personally,
especially if Kyler Murray go out there and play badly after giving him that contract, bro.
Yeah.
But
my thing is this.
People getting fired if that happens. People getting fired. I say next year.
But my thing is this: you can't fire the offensive coordinator because he doesn't call the offense. So you got to get rid of Cliff Kingsbury. You have.
Oh no, they're gonna fire the coordinator. They're gonna fire the coordinator first. You know what I mean? To ruffle some feathers. Yeah. Then they're gonna fire him next year. And that's why I say next year is probably gonna be fired.
And don't let them be injured. They're gonna fire like the head trainer, the medical staff.
They're gonna find somebody to fire. They're gonna fire the guy who cleaned the locker room just to they do the work in the parking lot. They do the work in the parking lot.
Yeah. But overall, I'm just gonna stick with my guns. If they don't at least make the NFC Championship, which I know they won't, Cliff Kingsbury will.
I would say his job is safe if he can get out of the first round.
Oh shit!
If he can win the first round, if he can win, because you gotta look at it, MT. You gotta look at progression. Like, they was trash the first couple of years he was there. They finally made the playoffs. The next year they win the playoff. I think his job is safe if they win the playoff.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
I think his job is
got to win a playoff game. I get what you're saying.
All right, if they don't make the playoffs this year, he's definitely potentially may be on that Black Monday getting fired.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. If that happens, I say he might be fired. He might be fired.
So who's
after paying that contract?
So just in case scenario, what's the top college coach job right now? Just in case.
Top college coach.
That's a good question.
I would probably say University of Texas if you got the chance. You know what I'm saying, with Arch Manning and all of that.
Texas already got one. They already got a head coach. They got what's the dude that used to have a drinking problem? He was at USC. Crap, what's his name?
Damn,
he was under Nick Saban. He was Nick Saban coach.
Lane Kiffin.
No, wasn't Lane Kiffin.
Steve something Spagolia something.
Spagolia, the dude who had a drinking problem at USC.
I don't know.
He was the USC head coach. He was actually a pretty good coach. He just had a drinking problem. I mean, he was coming to coaching me and lit just drinking tequila like at a 9 a.m. meeting.
Damn, bro. I mean, I'm about to say it's probably stressing.
I think he had a lot of pressure though. Going to USC, bro, after Pete Carroll, that's a lot of pressure, bro.
But he was.
You gotta understand that's a lot of pressure out the Pete Carroll.
Yeah, but he was under Pete Carroll though. That was
But Tay, you gotta understand USC was winning, bro. That's a lot of pressure coming up out the Pete Carroll. Even though Pete Carroll left because of some scandals, we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, we're not gonna talk.
My man probably
we ain't gonna talk about the Dodgers though.
My man probably said, "Just get out there, play football." All right.
He said, "What's wrong with you, son? You need to drink this cognac. Put some hair in your chest. That's the problem with you. Y'all don't need no Gatorade." Like, he did that old school coaching.
Exactly.
Gatorade.
He'll flourish now because they got them damn NRL. He'll flourish right now.
Oh hell yeah.
Pete Carroll will flourish right now in college, right now with these.
Man, anybody man, if you had a big program, you get a sub, like, man, you come play for USC, get you a nice little deal, we'll get you some money. Exactly. What top 5 star recruit? Like, even if you don't make it to the league, bro, your family taking care of you. Got money, bro.
That's what I'm saying. NIL, bro. Hey, listen, bro, we gonna go and get you that drop top Benz that you can ride in that California sun.
Hey, bro, we'll say it's sponsored. Wink, wink. You know,
exactly. Sponsored by T-Mobile. Man, shoot. I'm telling you, boy. Boy, what a time to be alive. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That NRL changed college football, bro.
I wish that
it definitely did. Yeah, it changed the game. Players got more leverage now. Back in the day, you didn't have that much leverage. You didn't have that much leverage.
And that's what that's why Nick Saban and all them kind of, that's why they salty and everything like that. And NIL is not fair, and what you doing with the players, you able to pay them and all. That's what, at the end of the day, they generating you all this money every single year. Pay them guys, man. Pay them.
Oh, meanwhile, the coaches are getting paid out there. No one's talking about college football coaches getting paid, bro. I think Nick Saban get paid more than who's the best NFL? Who's the highest paid NFL coach? What, Belichick? I think it's Belichick. Yeah, Nick Saban make more than Belichick.
Well, no. I think it's McVay now. I think they done renewed McVay. I
remember it was Bill Belichick. You might be right.
Yeah,
you might be right.
It was Belichick, but then McVay. Yeah, but I think it was McVay and Donald that was basically like, look, we don't know if we're gonna be here. It's gonna depend on the price. And they whipped out that money for both of them and was like, hey, y'all, we actually need y'all here the next time.
Rams is the perfect organization that went all in. They said they was writing blank checks. We gonna get anybody.
Oh, of course.
We don't need no draft picks. We don't got draft picks from 2032.
And guess what? Same thing Golden State did. Bro, Golden State is they said Golden State's salary is, what is it, $200 million, but they got a luxury tax of $170 million that they gotta pay.
You're right. Sean McVay just beat him. He just beat him. Yeah. It was Belichick for the longest. It was Belichick and Pete Carroll like at the top. Yep. Him and Pete Carroll was at the top for the longest.
Yeah. But you know the real reason why you salty. You know the real reason why you salty though, because you can't use that whole "I got championship ring."
Damn, Matt Rule make that much money? I didn't know Matt Rule was one of the rich.
He got a 7-year deal, bro.
Yeah, he get paid. I didn't know that, bro. I was like, Matt Rule was good in college, but he ain't that kind of money wise. You get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. No, I get it. And guess what's going to happen with Matt Rule? The same thing that happened with David Culley is going to happen with Matt Rule, because I believe Matt Rule won't make it out of this season. And they're going to still have to pay him for 5 more years.
Mm-hmm. I think they're going to just go ahead and let him play his contract out and see where it goes. Because Carolina was already – Carolina's in a rebuild, bro.
Yeah, but
they are.
You didn't have no Super Bowl expectations for Carolina. Let's keep it all the way on.
But 7 years?
Of course not. Yeah, but 7 years, bro. But let me tell you something, bro. Well, the pressure of social media and everything like that, and the fans and all that, trust me, he's going to be up out of there. I say if the team starts off at least 2 games under 500, they may fire him in the middle of the season. Like if they go like 2-4 or 1-5,
and the QB struggling, and the QB struggling. You gotta remember
they got Sam Darnold and they got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. This episode is about redemption, and y'all don't believe redemption and Baker Mayfield? Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. He got cut from Texas Tech, went to Oklahoma. You know what I mean? He won a Heisman, then he went to the Browns, took him to the playoffs when they first played. Now he with the.
So what you trying to say is? So okay, all right. So here's the. I think what
I'm just going with the theme of the show. I'm just going with the redemption.
change your name. Change your name to Josh Bayless because you sounded like
No, I'm not Skip Bayless. I'm not Skip Bayless. Man, Baker Mayfield. You lucky I don't got that Baker Mayfield jersey. I'll wear it right now. But
what you gonna do? You gonna bring up the last 3 games? You gonna bring up the last 8 games he won that?
Come on, man.
1 year?
He come on. He won them their first playoff game against the Steelers, man. A division rival, man. Come on.
So did Tim Tebow.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Tim Tebow.
Man. Baker Mayfield, man.
Nah, but
he may not even win the starting job in Carolina. Keep on. He might not even win. He might not even win that joint.
But here's the funny thing. I was about to say, so Josh, is what you trying to tell us? Because you talk about he got cut from A&M and then he went to Oklahoma.
He got cut from Texas Tech, but he wasn't going to start over Texas Tech. He wasn't going to start over Pat Mahomes. Yeah. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
So what you're saying is by him being, I guess, cut out of Cleveland for Deshaun, you telling me that he gonna make Carolina?
Yeah, man. He got a chip on his shoulder. Hell no, he ain't gonna make him a playoff team. I'm not going that. That's a pipe dream right there. I'm not selling you that.
Okay. But watch your words. He literally does got a chip in his shoulder.
All right.
He does.
Yeah, literally. Like literally he does. Okay, not figuratively. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't know it. But yeah, he do got a shoulder injury. I didn't know it was actually chipping the shoulder. I thought it was like a dislocated joint or something. Okay. Oh man, guy, what do you like? Oh, okay. What, he got like a metal shoulder now? Like he got like
shoulder looking like chipped beef.
Basically.
It ain't good right now.
Was looking like ramen noodles or something? Like cooked ramen noodles? What is it? What's going on, man?
No, he just got, he got a plate. He got a plate and the shoulder blade. That's how fucked up he was last season.
Basically.
And he's out there in training camp right now, throwing picks left and right now. I'm just letting you know that.
What people on Carolina, they reporting how bad he playing? I told you, I don't think he's gonna beat Sam Darnold for that job. I'm just telling everybody, I don't think he's gonna beat him.
No, the NFL do that whole training camp live drink, and they go to those teams. Like they literally go to those training camps.
Yeah.
So,
but here's the thing: Robbie Anderson doesn't want him. Period. Robbie Anderson was basically like, no.
Okay, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this. Who is Robbie Anderson?
Hey man, don't do that, bro.
Robbie Anderson is a solid wide receiver. He's not no superstar diva wide receiver.
No. He's not a superstar.
He can't be talking. What I'm saying is he can't be talking like that.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
he's not even the main star. If DJ Moore said that, no, he don't earn that privilege. If DJ Moore would have said it, I would have taken that more serious than Robbie Anderson. No disrespect.
DJ Moore is not gonna say anything because he's paid with the Carolina
exactly.
He's
not gonna say that because he know how to PR. I mean, Robbie Anderson, he went. I don't know, Robbie Anderson.
If I had that kind of money, man, I get out there, catch the ball. After about 5 or 6 games, when I see we ain't gonna win, go ahead, twist fake an injury. Oh man, I need to sit out a few games, man. I don't feel comfortable going in there, man.
Man, you got it. Now you got to hit an AB joint what he did in Oakland. I mean, in the Raiders.
That's true.
Going to the frozen.
Call your coach a cracker.
Nah, that was the GM,
bro.
That was the GM. Called the GM a cracker.
Cracker ass cracker.
Exactly. All right. So look, got a question for y'all now. Huge news out of Tampa. So it was actually bittersweet news. So Julio Jones, right, is now signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know the rich get richer, right? Does this help push the Tampa Bay Buccaneers closer now to a championship? But keep in mind, they did lose their starting center, Ryan Jensen.
No. I wouldn't say no.
It's about the same.
You gonna say no?
It's about
no, they pretty much are the same odds. They didn't move the needle.
Yeah.
No.
Now, the only way they move the needle if Julio is actually scoring touchdowns. That's the only way it moves the needle.
If he can stay healthy too, on top of that. Put the health part, Julio get
well, he does, but here's the thing. Let's talk about why Julio got injured. So one, when he was with Atlanta, he was basically the number one option, right? And it was him and Calvin Ridley. Then he was the number 2 option behind A.J. Brown and the Titans, but then A.J. Brown got injured, and Julio had to step up and be number 1 a few of those weeks. That put more stress on him. Guess what? In Tampa, he's what, a fourth option at best.
So the reason I'm saying it's not gonna move the needle. You just prove my point. You just prove my point just for saying that because he's the fourth option. He's not gonna really move the needle. He It's like literally like sprinkles on a cake. The cake is already there. He Mike can step in on certain plays, but I don't think it moved the needle.
Do you think they bring
I
them
think
in?
the odds are still the same. It's still the same as it was.
Go ahead,
Do you? Now I'm about to say, do you think they brought him in to be like the mentor for the young guys?
No. Here's what I think they brought him in for. I think they brought him in for, even though I believe that he is going to come back and play Gronk, I believe they brought him in for another red zone target because
that's what I thought. Yeah,
I was looking at the Bucks live, and the drills that they were going over with Julio was in the red zone.
Yeah.
So it's one of those where, shit, if you a defense, all right, hey, y'all, I got Godwin. I got Mike Evans, and Mike Evans, I think, has been top 5 in the league for the past few years as far as red zone. So, okay, we're going to double up Mike Evans, and then we're going to put coverage on Godwin. Okay, cool. I bet. Well, guess what? Now you're leaving Julio in single coverage with like a linebacker. I'll take those odds all day, every day. And so I think, and I'm going to make a bold prediction here, not even a hot take. I'm just calling it a bold prediction.
Go ahead, serve it Benihana style. Go ahead, serve it Benihana style, bro. Go ahead, make the volcano fire.
So you know how in Julio's career, it's all good, bro. So you know how in Julio's career, he's basically had a bunch of yards and like 3 or 4 touchdowns, and people be like, damn, he don't score a touchdown. I think it's going to be the opposite now. I think he will have 10 touchdowns this year and probably about 500 to 600 yards receiving. That's it. But
okay.
I do believe
I
that
can see your point.
Touchdown.
I can see your point. They can use him in a red zone type of situations. Yeah. I can see Julio.
Yeah, because it's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. It is. And so if you got to put a safety or a linebacker on him, you already know at the end of the day, Julio is going to win that battle.
Yeah,
he is. Unless it's against like maybe Honey Badger or Bates or somebody like that who's actually a good safety. Who's going to really jump with Julio? Nobody.
Yeah, wasn't healthy.
I still don't think it. I still don't think it moved the needle. I think the Bucks are already one of the favorites coming out of the NFC. I don't think it really moves the needle as much. That's the point I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think it moves the needle.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Gronk comes back mid-season and say, you know what, I got that.
Man, if Gronk come back, Tampa got to be the favorite. If Gronk come back, I say Tampa's the favorite easily. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just one of those where it's just like, what do you do at this point? How do you defend that in the red zone? Like Tampa would be ecstatic to not score and be at the 4 or 5 yard line. They would just have fun at that point. Who wants the ball, y'all? Is it you, Godwin? Is it you, Evans? Is it you, Julio? Is it you, Gronk? And then don't forget, they still got Cameron Brate. Still got him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still got, they're trying to slim him down now, but Leonard Fournette, old Porky Pig over there.
Right. Went too many Golden Corral buffets, that's what you're saying?
Basically.
You blame the carry-out chicken, huh? It's the carry-out chicken.
Now, I'm going to tell you what it was. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. Leonard Fournette probably said, you know what? When Tom retired, he said, man, fuck this. I'm about to do this. I'm there. I'm probably not going to come back. And then all of a sudden, what was it? What was it? How many days was it?
Less than 30. It was less than 30 days when he actually announced that he was coming back. It was less than 30 days.
I think it was like 21 days or something like that. It was something. It was one of those numbers like that actually means something in numerology. I think it was like 21 or something. And 21 days. He came back, and then Leonard Fournette was like, "Well, damn. All right. I guess I got to get back in shape."
Yeah, I got to get back.
It was too late by the time he needed to come up there for camp.
Yeah, he was at OTAs like damn near like 265, looking like a Teletubby. Like that.
Yep.
That man looked bad. Yeah,
he did. Huge. They was pissed.
Maybe they should put a clause about his weight. I'm not switching.
Dog.
Well, actually, good segue, Josh. Speaking of
I didn't think about that. Okay. That is a good segue. I threw you alley hoop, man. Lob City, man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
literally.
Yep. Jump into the. Nah. Absolutely. So jump into the NBA, you all. So Zion Williamson, and now all of a sudden these clauses are starting to come out because now people see that it got social media in an uproar and people, are poking fun at it, whatever else. So Zion Williamson, with his new rookie max extension, he actually has a weight clause in his contract where he can't get over a certain weight.
Yeah, 295 if I'm not mistaken. Or he has to be under 295. He has to be under 295. Can't go no higher than that.
It's great. It's great, but here's the issue that I have. Just going back to Kyler Murray's contract and even now Zion Williamson. We're literally getting to a day and age where we have to specify and lay out people's job descriptions in their contract. Like we're literally putting clauses to make sure that you do your job, which is what you're supposed to do.
Which is the bare minimum, like you should already that's
exactly.
what makes it funny. That's what makes it funny. Yeah, that's like you being a garbage man. They tell you, yeah, man, you gotta pick up trash. Like, you already know you should already know the basics. Yeah, you're gonna have to handle trash. Like I'm trying to think of something like a regular. I'm trying to think of from the logic of a regular 9 to 5 person.
I mean, a regular 9 to 5 that would just be okay. Here's the thing: that would be like telling and
to come to work on time. You got to come to work on time, even though that should be like
come to work on time. Telling the admin, hey, I'm going to put in your contract that you need to answer the phone. I mean, hello, you're an admin.
That should be given. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's given.
That's like being a receptionist. I had to tell you to answer the phone or respond to emails, even though that's part of your job.
Exactly. And this is why I tell people, when people are like, oh man, you just love Brady so much. This is why I'm not ready for this new generation to take over, because I feel like in the NFL and the NBA, once the new generation has the reins, it will be all about making the highlight play, and the integrity of the game is just going to go to shits. It's going to be, if the fans get on me too much on Twitter and tweet me and all of that kind of stuff, I'm going to be upset and I need a mental health break because they're too tough on me. Or, if my coach comes out and, criticizes me or things like that, you know what, I need a couple weeks off. I'm not ready to play.
You gotta understand, but the new era, like the young athletes, the star athletes, they get caught up. So that's why when they get to the pro level, they're not used to criticism. They're used to everybody just telling them what they want to hear. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, because they're all in the same AAU programs or the same little camps and all that. They're told they the man from day one. And next day,
you're not gonna piss off your star player, man. You're not gonna piss off your star player. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like losing is the new winning. Here's the thing: as long as you get your numbers and you go out there and make a play that's on Sports Center, you did your job. Forget a championship, forget a dynasty. As long as you go out there and you play and you do your job, and it's just one of those things where I'm just like, this is not how the game is supposed to be played. Like, what happened to actually wanting to compete and actually wanting to win and like win it all? Like, I'm not just talking about competing in the regular season and making what happened to actually wanting to be out there and winning a championship? Most of these guys, basically shoe deals, these commercials, all these endorsement deals. Yep.
Remember, a lot of them are getting agents at 18, 19 years old now. Like, a lot of people forgetting about that. Like they literally getting agents. They got a G League just for, that's pretty much running like a semi-pro team in the G League to get them ready for the draft for the next year.
Yeah, that's pretty much
it. Literally. They getting the top talent from international and in America to play in the G League to get ready for the draft, that's the up-and-coming draft, every year. Yeah. And I think that's in Vegas.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know this right now. I think we have a part 2 of something that occurred on the show, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm definitely clipping this and putting it back on YouTube. Do you hear it?
Oh, man.
This is part 2, and I'm going back to part 1, and I'm going to put part 2, and I'm going to say, "Oh my gosh, not again."
MT, please tell me you got some control. At least he got the camera off. Jeez.
Exactly.
That first time, I swear, if you had the camera on, you up, man?
Yeah, I'm alive.
All right,
We thought you was asleep,
all
man.
right.
Hey, bro,
Nah,
don't. Hey, bro.
Tay,
Hey, bro.
all
I'm
right,
about to say, don't
all
tell me
right,
this is
bro.
part 2. I'm like, bro, we
Part
might
two.
have an L of the. Hey, Tay, we got an L of the week again. I repeat,
Oh,
offender. I repeat, offender.
oh God.
It's unlimited.
I can't die twice.
It's unlimited.
Come on, man.
I can't die twice.
Yeah,
We're gonna be 80-something years old in a old folks home. I'm gonna bring out how you messed up 2022.
Oh my God.
exactly.
I
Two
can't
shows.
die twice.
Back in 2022, man, this dude, I don't know what's up with him, man. Had too much liquor. Man, couldn't drink a cup of coffee before the show. What's wrong with you?
Nah, man, that'd be crazy. But
but the Zion thing. Oh,
go ahead.
My bad.
No,
I was
go
about to
ahead.
say the Zion thing though. I was like, when that clause got originally, I was like, but the dude was averaging 26, 26 to 9 at
Yes,
280,
26.
like
Yes.
at 280. So I'm
But
like,
they don't want to eat his way out the league either.
Yeah, you don't want them to get too out of shape.
You don't want to be like a Sean Kemp or Eddie Lacy of football.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I understand that. Yeah, and you paid him. So.
Or Mike Sweetney. Mike Sweetney too. He was another one.
Yeah,
Mike Sweetney.
Because like with Barkley case, before he played this rookie season, he lost 40 pounds, and look what it got him.
Yeah.
That's what they compare him to the most.
But you gotta remember, he also had Moses Malone and Dr. J as a teammate.
That's true.
But Charles Barkley looked like that guy that's like is out of shape, but he's athletic on the court. Like that's what he looked like. You see people like that, like in the YMCA, like you play. Like, man, this dude look like he never jogged a mile in his life, but he's athletic. I hate to say
whose son was in the summer league?
Kenny
Whose
Lofton,
son is that? The big
Kenny
dude?
Lofton Jr.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to say that. Kenny Lofton Jr. was like that. He was on Memphis Summer League team. He looked like he's literally like a doughboy, completely out of shape, and
he
was balling. Yeah, he was cooking chat, hooping.
Yeah, because he what he like 6'9", 275? Like it was something crazy like that.
Yeah,
275 looked like working
like 330.
Yeah,
bro, he looked like he like a left guard or something. Like he looked like one of those I used to be on the football team and the offensive line want to play basketball with you. That's what he looked like.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, he didn't even look 6'9". He looked like he looked like about 6'7" at best.
Yeah. Because he was bullying dudes though. That was the crazy thing about it. Like, well, I guess you have to. You got that side. So,
I guess it works for him. May not work long term, points, bones and joints.
I think Memphis actually got him on a little joint now because I think he's fine with him, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Oh, you're at the spot.
Oh, he got the spot. I wasn't sure if he got it.
I think
he was balling out in summer league. He's balling out in summer league, so
yeah, I think it's as well. Yeah, it's a two-way. I think it's a two-way deal. So he could go G League and NBA back and forth.
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna send him to the G League for like a year development, then bring him up?
Might not even be a year. Depends how he plays.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I mean, we've seen some guys, that been in the G League and he called up. They ain't going back. It's been a few.
Yeah, so that's that. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not ready for the older generation to move on because these youngins, man, they got to get in the film. They have to study. They have to take the game more serious than a damn Subway commercial and a highlight that goes viral on social media. Like they have to.
Man, come on, man. They try to make it big on TikTok, man. Stop trying to rain on their shine, man. I'm joking, man. I'm joking, man.
Now my thing is, I think now with the young players, I mean, and I shout out to Pivot for this when they talked about with Garrett Wilson. Some of them don't know how to balance their actual work life with their sponsorship life. So when you're playing a game Sunday, then Monday you turn right around, you got a commercial to shoot. How you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do it after practice. So you're going straight after practice to a commercial shoot. And got to come back to the building to do that. You get worn out too quickly. You gotta know how to balance it out now. Push it to the off
Exactly.
season or push it to your bye week. Something where you could balance that joint. Because when you locked in, you locked in. Most of them, when you locked in,
but
you
got to understand it's a different time. Everything's like instantly right there on the internet.
Yep.
You know, back in the day, you was in a few magazines, few in the paper a few times.
Newspaper.
It wasn't as much. It wasn't as much as like it is now, demanding wise. That's why it's a little bit different from the previous.
Oh no, I know it's understandable because like I said, because of media, social media, and media in general. Yeah, you're gonna get that, and corporations in general, they're gonna do that. But you gotta know how to balance it out. You gotta balance it out.
Here's the thing: you may have Coca-Cola asking you to do a commercial one day, Subway wants you to do another one. Then a clothing line may send you an outfit and say, "Hey, we need you to shoot a quick promo video or something like that. Put on your social media." You know what I'm saying, for whatever our label is. Or if it's a bigger label, hey, we need you to come in for a photo shoot because we got to put you in this magazine and things like that. And at the end of the day, here's the thing: I'm all for it. Get your money. Make sure your family is secure for generations to come. But please, 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 just stop fucking up the game. Like, I just want to watch good football at the end of the day. Like, that's it.
Man, come on, man. They want to do TikTok dances at halftime, man. You know what I mean? At pregame, man. Come on, man.
And,
how you gonna stop a young, a young star from doing TikTok before an important game like a playoff series?
Too. That's another thing too. And I call Patrick Mahomes out for that. You got certain quarterbacks. You got Brady and them. Brady, Matt Stafford. They go out there. They on the Google tablet or the Microsoft Surface tablet. You know what I'm saying? If they mess up or, don't score in the series, Patrick Mahomes over there being a cheerleader and all that. It's bruh, get your ass out there, man.
My man trying to win and get them likes, man. What are you talking about, man? You gotta get those likes on the gram and TikTok, man. I'm trying to think like a young.
But think about like this. All right, prime example. When Juju Smith-Schuster, when he was doing the TikTok dances and stuff like that. What was Pittsburgh again?
Oh man, exactly. Nothing worse. Well, the most scariest I saw him doing when he did that crate challenge. Like, bro, you got a contract. You out here doing the crate challenge? Are you stupid? I want to know who in the squad. That's the first thing I said. I would not let you do nothing like that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying though. But like, I was like, dude, you're struggling this season. You're doing TikTok.
I don't know if that can avoid some. I think certain things can void your contract if you do something stupid like that. If you got injured like that.
It's usually motorcycles though.
Yeah, it's other stuff too. It's also other stuff you can do. Like
I'm about to say they added that social media stuff in there. So if it's one of those where, like here's the thing: if you working out at home, that's different. That won't void it. Yeah. But if you're doing like one of these stupid social media challenges and you end up getting hurt, and I think they consider that as like negligence or something like that. And they can void your contract.
Yeah. Or you won't get that, or you won't get your guarantee money that year. Something crazy like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But who is it? Yeah. So. Yeah, Juju. And then my thing was Juju, you literally went from being the number 1 option to the number 3 option after AB left because it was Claypool. It was Claypool. Who's the other guy?
The tight end is pretty good
fantasy. The tight end Freiermuth is good, but it's another one though. It's another wide receiver.
Eli Rogers had more reception yards than Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, but it wasn't Eli Rogers. Hold on. I'm about to go to it right now.
Let me see. Steelers wide receivers. I think I know who you're talking about.
You talking number 13.
Crap,
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Deontay Johnson. Yeah, they were better receivers. Juju sort of fell off after AB left. He fell off.
Exactly.
I think because AB was getting double teamed. AB was getting double teamed and left them a lot of wide open opportunities. Exactly. That's what I think.
No, it's not what you think; it's what you know. Trust me, you are correct. That's exactly what it was. and the Steelers was basically like, "Oh yeah, we got Juju. We're gonna be all right." They let Juju be the man that next year, and he fell flat. Then they said, "Okay, yep." Then they drafted Deontay Johnson and James Washington, I think, in the same draft, and they was waiting for them to develop. But they still had Juju there as the number 1. He had another bad year. They was like, all right, we're going to bring in Claypool. Then Juju fell to number 3 because I think he got hurt in the offseason or something like that. ended up like injuring his ankle or something like that. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, he like injured his ankle one year. So they said, "All right, well, we got our crew. We don't need you.
Yeah.
We don't need you."
Which
So,
is, I like. At the end of the day, it's like at the end of the day, what you want to do? You want to be known as a good football player that turned into or made that like a venture, like an actual venture, or do you make that venture make your career? Which he made that venture made his career.
exactly. And that's the issue.
Nobody
And
don't
it's
talk
like
about
that.
Juju Smith-Schuster as a football player anymore. They talk about him as being when you gonna do the next TikTok, bro. Like they not even talking about his football shit.
Exactly. And trust me, he couldn't have. Trust me, there's no way Juju could have been a Patriot. There's no way. Hell, he can't even be a Buccaneer. Let's be real. He can't even be a Buccaneer.
Man, Juju ain't that bad.
I'm just saying from the work ethic. You're not gonna come out there. Look, Tom, guess what? Once Tom said that he was coming back,
So you
Tom was
tell me
already
he could have Antonio Brown but not Juju?
absolutely, because guess what? At the end of
Antonio Brown is a better talent. Juju is.
Yeah.
I was about to say, not only a better talent, Tom and Antonio Brown was working on drills and everything like that at Tom's house. Antonio Brown wasn't worried about making no more TikToks or anything like that or going
But
viral on social
but
media.
Antonio Brown, even though his his on the field, off the field distractions, he still was like at the training facilities working out. He actually do got a good work ethic. He just got to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I seen it at Rolling Loud.
So y'all gonna talk about the Antonio Brown dance? Did y'all talk about that?
We seen it at
hey
Rolling
man,
Loud.
fire! It was fire. Fire.
With the Eddie Murphy delirious suit on.
Can't even say that with a straight face, man. With the red leather suit on. Come on, son.
Fire.
Come on, man.
Doing the Bobby Smurder dance.
I don't know if I don't know what that was. That was like when your mom. That's like when your mom tell when you have company when you're little. Say, yeah, show them your little dance. That was pretty much what.
Nah, that's that dance. You drunk from the club and you got that food in the microwave, ready for that drink to be done. That dance look like.
Nah, he been doing a dance like how you take something out of the microwave, but it's too hot, so you like gotta run to the table.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of music, another good segue right there.
Great segue. Let's go ahead and get to
I'm throwing alley
it.
hoops all day, man. I'm getting these assists out here, man. No look passes, man.
Yeah. All right, come on, Mr. Jones. We need the banner, sir. Beyonce Renaissance. We need that banner, okay? It released July 29th, okay? Dance album for Beyonce.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to give my opinions. Maybe it's not. Maybe that wasn't an album for me.
I didn't
really care for it. I wouldn't say I didn't really care for it. It wasn't a bad album. I didn't really. It had some songs in it.
Don't be scared of Bayhive. Tell the truth.
Nah, man, they're going.
The
you can't talk about it. You can't talk bad about the Beehive. I want to say it's not my favorite Beyonce album. It was a solid album.
I want that same energy, man. That's all I want. I want the same energy. Everybody.
But it was a dance album, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, but I want that same energy. I want that same energy because they was bashing light skin about the same shit. This is the exact same album.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna defend my case.
Oh, you gonna defend the album?
All right, here's what I'll say about the album. I agree with Josh. It definitely was not my favorite Beyonce album. I felt
it's not her best.
It's not her best work. I agree.
No, not at all. It had some songs on there. The thing I think that helped her have a little bit more success than Drake was the fact that she has actual vocals. But I feel like this album was also all over the place. Like she took us through different emotions on this album. Like it was like I felt like it was like motivational and then dance and go crazy. What she said that she was trying to this is basically what she was trying to achieve.
She's getting ready. She's getting ready for Black Panther 2. That's what that album sounds like. She's getting ready for Black Panther 2.
Exactly. And it sounds like she already got the call from Marvel Studios. They said, "Hey, we need you to go ahead and we need you to do that album."
Yeah.
But anyway, we need you to do that album. And she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Y'all don't need Kendrick this time. Nah, we need you to do it this time." you did Lion King, we need you to do Black Panther too. But it was just one of those, and it was like a middle part of the album where I was just like, okay, like I get it, but then I don't. And it's like, can we just get back to the R&B? Like she gave us a couple more tracks, then she went back to dance, and I was just like, yeah, it was just like it just tended to be like a roller coaster of emotions, and I didn't care for it. Like I listened to it three times, and I was just like, all right, I'll probably never listen to this album.
Let me ask you this though: if Solange would have did that same album, would it have been a better album?
No.
It's a Solange album. No. It's basically a Solange album. You just explained the Solange album, just with better production.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Solange is kind of like not known to being an artist. So when she did that last album, it actually caught people by surprise. This one wouldn't caught nobody by surprise for real.
No, it didn't.
That caught me by surprise because you would think a person that is a perfectionist like her would have more quality as far as like her lane. Like she completely went on her lane. She almost showed her age. I'm gonna be honest with you. And what I mean by that is like sometimes old heads do certain albums to try to keep up with the trends, and it doesn't work out. This Nas got lucky with King's Disease, but a lot of the old artists do that. Like Magna Carta, this is pretty much like her Magna Carta to me.
I'm about to say this about to be the joint with Lost Ones. That's that album.
What? Hold on. What? Kingdom Come? You think this is her Kingdom Come?
This her Kingdom Come.
Come is fire on the low. That aged well, actually. Songs like Beach Chair.
I mean,
nobody talk about that album.
I'm about to say nobody.
Kingdom Come is the forgotten album. No, it was okay, but by Jay-Z standards,
it's a forgotten album. I got you.
It's a forgotten album. No one talk about.
I get what you mean in that aspect, but I thought we were talking about quality. I'm like, it's not a garbage album. Kingdom Come is.
Now here's the.
It was okay. Kingdom Come was okay.
Here's what I will say. I agree with Mr. Jones that it's going to be more so Magna Carta, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Magna Carta, even though we don't pump the whole album, it's still certain songs off of Magna
like
Carta.
Church Girl, banger.
I'm not even talking about Church Girl, so I'm talking about Holy Grail, and I'm talking about, come on, Beyonce, stop it. Oh, yeah.
Church Girl, banger.
Yeah. Church Girl is fire. Obviously, what's the joint? Break My Soul. Those type of songs will always be used in things like that. And she's going to go on tour overseas. So the fact that she's going on tour overseas, she's going to make all that money. And she's coming back over here to the U.S. to do a tour. So it's one of those things where, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be serious.
But let me tell you this. So I was talking to my wife about it, right? And I told you about it off there. Like she was on Sway in the morning, talk about it Friday. And she made a point, right? She was like, this is pretty much more of like a performance-based album. Like the album really going to stand out once you do music videos and does live performances. I can see that. The songs actually being displayed better like through performance.
Of course. That's why I said the same thing with Drake. Drake, here's the thing, that album, the thing is with that Drake album, I can't just ride around in the car and listen to that entire album. I can listen to a couple songs, but I can't ride around and listen to it. But when I'm in Vegas,
you don't do the right drugs for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I don't.
So I gotta be off the Molly water. I gotta be off the E-pills to be grooving out to that.
It's more than that. It's more than that, though.
I'm about to say it's more. Yeah. It's more, bro.
No, it's definitely more. But the thing is, if I'm in Vegas, if I'm 7-8 shots deep of the Casamigos and I'm at Dre's, let me tell you something. I'm fucking rocking out to that album.
Yeah, if I'm in Montgomery County, you can play that album.
Exactly.
Moco.
Yeah.
PG County, you ain't playing that album. You're not playing that album with PG County.
No,
bro.
not at all. Let me tell you something. That shit ain't getting no play up in this ride. But and it's the same with Beyonce. Once she releases music videos, once you actually go and actually see her on tour and see her perform those songs, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love that album. But go ahead.
Drake, about to say Drake is Montgomery County, Beyonce is Baltimore. Like you gotta be in Baltimore to play that album. You gotta be in Baltimore.
Exactly. And it's like I got a little
I
bit
did expect more though. I
definitely.
I ain't gonna say. I want to almost say I'm disappointed.
I'm not even disappointed because I knew the direction. Like, here's the thing:
it was a different style. It was a different style of album, so I had. But
I just think a person of her caliber and quality, she could do anything she damn well pleases, and it looks like it might be some limitations to her.
Yeah, but you gotta remember though,
kind of like scary.
Yeah, but you know the feel of the album was gonna be after she released "Break My Soul." Like every first single is the feel of that album.
I feel what you're saying, but "Break My Soul" is the only one that sounds like "Break My Soul." There's no other joints that sound like "Break My Soul" for real.
No. It is. It's a joint right. It's either right before or right after it because it's like, and that's another thing too that I will give her credit for. Every song, like even tone wise and mood wise, transition well into each other.
Yeah. So and they had messages too.
Yeah, they had messages. So it was one of those things where it's like if I'm having a party and I'm a first time DJ and I'm just now starting out, guess what? I could just play Beyonce album, especially if it's like house music and we got people that don't use a lot of seasoning with their food. I could just let that whole album play and be good.
But can I be honest with you though? Artistry wise, this is a much better album than Drake's album, but sonically, like if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably rather go back and listen to Drake's album again.
I think it's a tie between the two.
No. I'm not listening to
And a tie, what you mean? They both garbage?
No, what I mean is Beyonce's is better. You crazy. Beyonce album is definitely better.
I say as far as total artistry, yeah. Like lyricism, message wise, overall message.
But you just said
it's well put together. It's well put together.
Thing,
but as far as like if I wanted to just nod my head or something, like mean Drake got
No, Mr. Jones, no. It's an oxymoron. You can't say in totality Beyonce's is better, but you would rather go back and listen to Drake's. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's just like saying
just because the artist is better doesn't mean you like the vibe of an album though. You can
that's what I'm saying. Like,
no.
You like that vibe of the Drake album better.
I
get what he's saying. I get what Mr. Jones is saying.
Beyonce has the better album. Plain and simple. Beyonce has the better album.
Yeah, just because you had the better, but you gotta understand, just because you had the better album, it's all about the vibe, which one you relate more to. So it's not necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean you can have a better album and you can feel this album better or listen to this album more.
I mean, because I think like maybe like 3 out of the 4, maybe all 4 of us agreed that Anti was better than Lemonade at that time.
Oh, it was better. It was better.
It's not even.
It's not even. Yeah, like, beyond. We about to get attacked by BI.
It was talking about 4, maybe another story.
Yeah, but you talking about the album itself. Anti, the album was better, but because Beyonce's name, everybody gonna say Lemonade was better. It's always going to be that conflict of interest.
It's because of controversy behind it.
It's about the
controversy and the content. Yeah,
it's the fan base. The Beyonce got the bigger fan base, and that loyal following.
The Jay-Z shit, and the Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was the Jay-Z Salon shit. That's what it was that followed that album. That's what makes that album iconic because it was like, all right, let me give y'all a response to everything that went on. But the thing is, overall, Anti was the better album. And so even when we get into Beyonce and Drake, overall, this Beyonce album is the better album. And I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'll go back and listen to Beyonce's album before I go back and listen to Drake's. Because I already know the song that you're talking about, Mr. Jones. You talking about Jimmy Cooks. That's hip-hop. That's not dance.
That's more than that, though. Like, I mean, Sticky is fire, too. You got a couple of joints in there.
Sticky and Jimmy Cooks. What else?
I mean, what Beyonce got but Break My Soul and Church Girl?
That Virgo, whatever that is, that Virgo, whatever. Virgo.
I didn't like it personally.
I like that track. That shit was fire.
It's opinionated at the end of the day. I didn't like it personally.
Yeah, but overall, yeah.
I'll be honest. From what I expected versus what I got, I'm a little bit disappointed. I expected a 5, but I got a 3.5.
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I think
it's like your first time having like Chicago deep dish. You hear all the hype about it and everything. Then you taste all that sauce. You're like, what the fuck is this?
You eat that?
No. I'm gonna ask you this, Mr. Jones. With that, did you actually go to Chicago and get a deep dish pizza, or did your ass just go to Uno's?
I went to Giordano's.
That's another problem right there. You went to Giordano's, another chain, which is like Uno's. You need to go to.
I don't care. I don't care what you say.
Listen,
Regular pizza is better than deep dish. You can't sell me on it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I went to Lou Malnati's. Their deep dish was fire.
Might be fire, but I still prefer the other way.
So you would take Chicago over New York. You'll take deep dish over New York.
Hell no.
I would.
Cause I had New York pass.
What?
I absolutely would.
Yeah, man. You off that? Man, you off that dipper.
Have any of y'all?
You've been drinking that Philly water too much, man. I don't know. Bro.
I know. I'm just
in that Philly air, bro. Hell no, I would never say that.
It ain't got nothing to do with that because New York is right there, and I can always go there to get pizza. So my question is this: have y'all been to Illuminati's to get pizza? Yes or no?
No.
Okay then. Then you can't. Okay then. Then you can't.
I just don't like it. To be honest with you, I don't like the style of deep dish pizza in general.
Okay. All right.
So I don't like it.
So I wouldn't eat it regardless. Even if you tell me to go there, I was like, I wouldn't intentionally go to get deep dish pizza. That's a fool's errand. Yeah. But for me, that'd be a fool's errand because I know I'm not going. I don't like the style. I don't like the style of Chicago style pizza. Sorry, Chicago. Nothing personal.
Yeah. I mean, because here's the thing. Like me, here's the thing. The reason why I definitely rock with it because obviously, me growing up as a child, I love the Red Baron's deep dish pizza, and I never knew like where they got their inspiration from. So when I visited Chicago and I went to Illuminati's, I was like, oh shit, okay, this is where they got the inspiration. And the reason why I say go to Illuminati's is because they use more cheese than they do the sauce. I get what y'all are saying. When you flood it with tomato sauce and make it a pie,
it's mainly a pie.
Yeah,
it's like a cherry pie of tomato, tomato, and it's just cheese somewhere in between.
Exactly, but Illuminati's actually uses more cheese than they do sauce. So it reminded me more so of like a Red Baron's or something like that. And I was like,
is it on Gold Belly? I order if it's on Gold Belly.
I don't know what the hell that is, but all right.
See, that's top spots in America, you can order it and they deliver it. So like you can get cheesesteaks from your favorite spots in Philly.
Well, what they air traveling that joint too?
Or you can get Junior.
Like Amazon. What type of Amazon Prime is?
Mr. Jones, I was about to say.
Or you can get like Junior's. Or you can get like Junior's, whatever, like Junior's cheesesteak.
So I can be in PG County and like, you know what? I want a New York style pizza. They just deliver it.
It's called Cold Bellies. Yeah, seriously. You can look it up. They see you freeze dry, give you instructions on how to do it.
Would the food be fresh or would it be like one of those you got?
So they prepare it, they freeze dry, they give you instructions on how to do it. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. No, give me my shit straight out the oven.
I thought you was about to tell me some Amazon. I thought you were about to tell me some Amazon Prime, like you can order something in Philly.
All you gotta do is throw it in the oven.
They just overnight, you know what I mean?
Just throw it in the oven. That's all. All you gotta do is throw it in the oven.
It's just like when I tell people about mumbo sauce. Yes, they could go to the grocery stores up here.
It's not
the capital city one.
No,
but it's not the same.
It's not the same when you go there.
Actual carry out. The crinkle cut fries are hot with the salt, pepper, ketchup, and mumbo sauce.
No, it's because it's different styles of mumbo sauce everywhere.
But it's different style of mumbo sauce.
It's different style.
But none hit like the city. None hit like the city.
Be honest, the best carryouts are always in the bad neighborhoods. I hate to say that. The best carryouts is always in a bad neighborhood.
Of course.
Always.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
It's like the best delis in New York is usually the joints in the hood.
Nah, the bodegas, bro. The bodegas be having the bomb joints. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, much people want to talk about the hood. Shit, the hood got the food spot.
Exactly.
Cuisine.
Exactly. So it's one of those, man, and it's like that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, I appreciate New York style pizza. The problem is there's too many places that take advantage of New York style pizza and just give you straight bullshit is what I'm gonna say. Like there's no reason why during the pandemic and as high as inflation is, I'm still able to go and get a slice of pizza for $1.50. Come on now. That you know what that is? That's Mama Celeste. Is what they've popped in the oven. That's Mama Celeste on a
Mama
plate.
Celeste.
You know what I'm talking about, gentlemen.
The disrespect.
What up, though?
Disrespecting New York pizza right now. So, what's your favorite cheesesteak in Philly?
All right, so the last I seen, y'all was talking about mumbo sauce. Now y'all talking about Philly.
We talking about food in general. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Jones was talking about I could order chili. I could order like a New York style pizza and have it delivered to me like Amazon Prime. And I was like,
you ever heard of Gold
I
Belly?
have heard of that. I have heard of that though, but I wouldn't do it. You're gonna have like a preserved Philly cheesesteak, like
this dude gonna have preservative to keep it in. All you gotta do is put it in the microwave, and it's gonna be just like new. I don't know about that one.
Put it in there for a minute.
I don't know what type of voodoo wizardry they doing, but no.
But no, I don't. You know,
like what in the fifth element is that?
You're gonna eat you some GMO steak and cheese. I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
I tell you.
Nah. I mean, here's the thing. I get it.
What's the name of the place again? You said what you said?
Golden. It's called Gold Belly.
Nah, pass on.
It's a couple of spots.
Look it up. Look it up.
Gold Belly.
I would do it for the desserts, like the cookies and the what I mean, cheesecakes. I would do it for that mainly, though.
But you do realize, actually, you know what? I'm on the East Coast, so it's not that difficult for me. Because I've ordered juniors, and I've gotten juniors to like deliver to me, but at the same time, they're not delivering that far. So
that's like
I got juniors delivered to me before. It's amazing.
Me
same quality.
New Orleans getting the rainbow cake. You know, they usually do around like Mardi Gras. Like, I'm not about to have that sent up here. By the time we get here, that shit ain't gonna be as fresh. It's gonna be a little stale. We're gonna have that delivery, a little. I don't know what it does, but anything
they can make you buy a slice. They might make you buy a whole cake. It's probably easier to do a whole cake, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking on the website. I'm looking on the website. Okay.
I was about to say, you cannot. There is no. You order a slice unless you're gonna order like 5.
It's more like it's like in boxes though. You can't.
It's in boxes.
Exactly.
I can't just say I want a slice of cheesecake from Junior. Cheesecake. They probably got a whole cheesecake and some other.
Yeah. Nah, you got to order the whole shebang.
Yeah, you got to pay that $7.
It looked like they got it in packages. That's what it looked like. You know, like you can get they got a New York package. You can get like all the New York stuff, the pizza.
Yeah, all New York, all Chicago.
Like bagels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I said, at the end of the day, some of that stuff, yes, and like I said, when I ordered my juniors, I got it literally not next day, I got it in 2 days, so a day and a half basically. My juniors cheesecake was still fresh, like they had an ice pack in there. All I had to do was take it out the box, put it in the fridge, and that's it.
All that
shit that you talking about, Mr. Jones, they got preservatives, and then they give you the directions and what you got to do to make it taste like how it would be out there. I'm not.
No, it's not like all of that. It's in boxes stuff already. You just throw it in the oven.
I'm not throwing shit in the oven. I'm going there. You're gonna cook it for me, and you're gonna serve it to me. That's the way you get the best quality. If I got to turn my oven on 350, 425, whatever, I don't
warm it up for a half an hour.
Everybody try to fly everywhere, try everything. You know what I mean?
It's not that bad to go to New York. New York's a 45-minute flight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For y'all.
Man, you in the West Coast, man. You better do LA or something. LA not too far.
I'm about to say that, yeah.
You better take advantage.
I didn't have.
You better get some Roscoe's.
Get food out here.
You better go to Holy Moly Donut Shop. Man.
Donuts are great out here. It's a spot in San Diego in Carlsbad actually called Super Donuts. It's actually amazing.
Okay.
Actually amazing. They had this one like donut with the bacon on top. I'm sure it was alright.
Yeah, we went to this restaurant out in San Diego. It was called what? Main Chick, Hot Chick or something. It was all chicken.
Main Chick.
It was actually pretty good, bro.
Come on downtown.
Yeah, and we went to In-N-Out too. We went to In-N-Out. I tried it.
Oh, tell me about the experience. What y'all think of In-N-Out?
Oh my.
Overrated.
Overrated.
If you eat like that, if you ever ate it like at Shake Shack or Five Guys, I don't think it's that much of a difference.
Yeah, it's not that much of a difference.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper.
It's cheaper than Five Guys. Five Guys, you get a burger and fries and milkshake. That's like $35.
That shit is trash.
Nah, you had to get Fat Burger though. Fat Burger was that though.
Nah, Five Guys. Fatburger was too far, bro. We looked it up like, hell no, I ain't driving that
far. Y'all rented a vehicle?
We Uber our way and shuttle bus around.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, nah.
No, that joint said what was it? 41 miles away from where we was.
That joint said like 40 miles. It was like an hour and a half
drive. Like LaJoya?
No, we wasn't in LaJoya.
No, I'm just talking about the fucking Fatburger over there.
That Fatburger was far. I was looking. I was like, God damn! I was like, I looked it up. It was like an hour and some change to get there. I was like, nah, that's like that's like $100 and something Uber ride.
Yeah, ain't worth it.
I'd rather have Uber Eats delivery. It'd be cheaper for me to do it.
Ain't worth it.
Oh, DoorDash delivery.
Could have went to Angelo's for that. It's like a spot called Angelo's, whatever. They got like a menu you can order whatever, and they let you order beer with it and all of that. Like at the drive-thru, it's kind of crazy.
I'm actually looking at this website that you speak of, this witchery.
He's like, I'm curious now. How did they send this shit?
I'm sitting there looking at it like, man, they got different packages. They got a New York package. It's $2.29. You get the best of all New York stuff. I guess you get it frozen.
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah, it's not bad. Just put it in the oven.
Like, okay.
It's prepared.
It's not gonna be the same. You telling me I gotta know how to cook some type of way. Like my sandwich is not already.
You can't preheat and throw the shit in there.
Right, yeah.
No different from reheating like a frozen. You know how you got that cold.
Put it in the air fryer for 5 minutes.
That you eat.
Emma could do it. Bruh, come on, man. You got preheat throwing it there. No, it's because we're at a state of society when like a lot of people are foodies, so it's a great website.
That's true. If they not traveling, yeah, they definitely do.
I know that's what I'm trying to get that box that they give all the little nicks and crannies from like Japan, like they little well, it's not even finger food. They just give you different food that they have, but they eating style is way different from ours.
Yeah,
yeah,
and they got different flavors too on top of that. So yeah, them joints be. Yeah, that little, I guess they call it care packages or whatever, gift packages or whatever they call it. But yeah.
And a lot of they should be instant too, and that should be torch.
Yeah.
That's true. Trying to tell you, well, that's the foodie section of the show, right?
Yeah. We went to a whole.
No, I'm trying to tell you, every episode we talk about at least food or alcohol.
Y'all gonna do a mukbang episode? We just eating like random. We're gonna open our golden belly boxes and just eat and talk sports.
Okay, man. Get some all dressed chips from Canada.
That actually might not be a bad idea. Actually,
like ketchup chips and stuff though. Them all dressed chips, kind of crazy. But
don't do that hot chip challenge. I tried that one time. Never have to do that again.
Oh nah. I wouldn't fall for that. But I ain't gonna lie, it's fried chips though. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron James make decent chips though. I do like these flaming hot cheddar joints.
Okay.
Shout out to LeBron.
You can't mention LeBron. You know what I mean? You gonna trigger your
Yeah, I know he's gonna come back. You gonna be like, oh my god.
MC about to come out. He gonna be in the car.
He gonna raise up like the Undertaker.
My man, MC be in the middle of a Zoom meeting and just curse. Don't mention that guy's name.
LeBron.
But nah, it's crazy though, Like it's superstardom is wild because like new game multiverses, like he's a fucking playable character in it.
Yeah.
Man, technicality is not movie, but it's just like, nigga, out of all people that you had to be a cast from the WB roster, you choose LeBron from Space Jam.
So what's multiverse? Is it like a WB Smash Brothers?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly. It's Smash Brothers, but their version of it. Pretty much.
Is it garbage?
Literally what it is. No, it's the same thing like Smash Brothers. Yeah,
it's the same thing like Smash Brothers.
So is it better than PlayStation one?
I don't know. It's in beta mode right now, so it's like it's not even really a full game. So
graphically, yeah. Playing, we still to be determined because they still in the beta stage. So it's not even the final thing.
Okay.
So they got potential though. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't like Try getting some of the little DC villains on there and just smashing shit. And then not only that, just like a couple of little cartoon characters that they got.
Yeah,
I think they
I'm
supposed to be
fighting
putting
Scooby-Doo.
Rick and Morty or some shit.
I guarantee
Oh,
Scooby-Doo.
they got Shaggy on that jump.
Yeah, Shaggy on this. Yep.
Really? Any movies though? Any movies I watch or any movies out?
I watched that Nope jump.
Huh?
I watched that Nope jump.
How was it?
It's definitely one of those movies you gotta watch twice, and it's to the point. Okay, from watching it one time, I can't really speak for everybody because I want to say it was trash. But
man, you get an explanation like, man, you gotta watch it twice. Normally when they say you gotta watch it twice, that means the good movies. That I think it was trash. So you watched a trash movie twice? Damn, bro, that's double L's right there.
That's just trash.
Bro, yeah, you about to say you watched it twice because you thought you missed something.
I ain't even ask you about Beyonce album. I probably already know your Beyonce album thoughts.
Oh yeah, fuck that. We're gonna come back to that. So all the time, like the shit is not trash. I'm just saying, if you watched it once and you're not really looking for the movie plot and what it is, because you know his movies usually have like double entendres and like hidden meaning, they're like subliminals and shit. Mm-hmm. If you're not watching it for that, you gonna think it's trash. Like if you're just looking for like some action shit, maybe be scared or something. Yeah, it's trash. But I've said I had to watch it twice because it seemed like there's something more what they're trying to reveal in the movie. And it's one of those movies you do have to watch twice to kind of pick up what the message is. Just pretty much like the other one that he had. What was it, Us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first time I didn't get it. I was completely lost. I was just like, all right, I'm just thinking, okay, it's just these people on the ground. But it had a deeper meaning than what you've seen on screen. You know what I'm
saying? That's true. Yeah, because I ain't seen movies since Top Gun.
You watched that in the movies? The one that came out recently?
I heard it was good.
You know, yeah, I watched it in La Hood Cinema.
Okay.
Right here in this very room. It was a pretty decent movie though. It was very solid. Better than I expected. Because usually when they go back and make movies years later, I'm not a fan of. Like to this day, I still hate the fact that they remade RoboCop.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Yeah, I hate that they remade RoboCop. But then again, I mean,
it wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. I would say it was not memorable. It was okay.
He might as well come out with a Terminator jump with RoboCop, man, and then like had like a cameo from RoboCop, have him come out with a reboot, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, it's gonna be like the RoboCop versus Terminator like shit. Put them in the same timeline.
I mean, they had a Super Nintendo game back then, RoboCop and Terminator.
They did.
They might as well make it a movie, just like on some Freddy versus Jason type shit.
I wouldn't be the worst idea, but I wish they made it like 30 years ago.
Nah, they can make it now. The effects on that.
That's true.
I'm about to say CGI is a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
Nope, and I think Thor is the top 2 right now.
Yeah, that Thor John was hilarious.
I heard a lot of mixed reviews on Thor though.
Yeah, I heard mixed reviews. So I heard a lot of people say wait till it come on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I watched.
They say it's not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's really not a bad movie.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not considered to be in the worst Marvel movies collection.
Hell no.
Probably say
it's it's not the worst.
Like, I'll probably say it's like mid tier to probably like the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I ain't saying it's in the market with like goddamn like Ghost Rider or some shit like that. Like it ain't like that.
Trying to think of the worst Marvel.
Daredevil or Electra.
Daredevil.
You said movie?
Electra. Probably Electra. I say Electra. The first. What about the old Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, that joint was trash.
I'm talking about the predating, you know though.
Yeah, but they got better with time though. They got better with time though. They actually got better with time when you think about it.
Now I'm talking about the very first one. The very first one.
I'm trying to think. Hold on, because
Some of the Ed Norton joint.
No,
Before the Ed Norton. This predates Ed Norton.
Actually decent.
Mm.
Oh, you talking about the Eric Beamy, whatever his last name? Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The first one. They just called it Hulk. Yeah, they just called it Hulk.
Oh, I know you're talking about that joint. Yeah.
I can't think of the worst Marvel outside of Elektra.
It might be Elektra Daredevil.
It might be Elektra. At least Daredevil had more action. Elektra was pretty boring.
Blade Trinity. You gotta throw that in there too. Blade Trinity too.
Yeah, Blade. That's pretty trash.
That was so much money too for it to be
Marvel.
And now because they had Triple H and all big names, but it was trash as a movie.
It wasn't really that trash though.
No, it was trash. It was trash. No,
if you compare it to the other Blades, they're trash.
Trash. It was trash.
Bro, all right. So, all right, is that Blade Trinity or X-Men? Wolverine X-Men Origins.
Ooh, like what's worse? Ooh.
Yeah. Blade Trinity.
Blade Trinity.
Nah, it might be Origins because how you take Deadpool mouth shut?
Nah, Blade Trinity was trash, bro. I'm sorry, I can't.
I ain't gonna lie though. I did fuck with Sabretooth on that though.
Nah, Blade.
You gotta think about it, bro. Nah. Nah.
Damn, they both garbage.
Nah, they both is trash. They both is trash, but I think I'd rather watch.
I hated it in the more X-Men though. I hated that in the more of Origins though. I hate what they did to Deadpool.
Yeah, that's what made it so bad because like the setup was there. The setup was great. The beginning of the movie.
But this how bad Blade was. Blade Trinity was so bad they had to do an alternate beginning and the ending.
That's true.
Yeah, it was bad, bro. I'm sorry, Blade Trinity was just trash, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was just trash. Like
it was trash.
That joint not even good enough for like the 99-cent bin at Walmart. Like you got to shovel through and find it next to like an old John Van Damme B movie. It's in that category.
And I'm just gonna say it didn't age well. All
right, rapid fire though. 5 worst Marvel movies. 5 worst Marvel movies. 5 worst Marvel movies.
And that era, what superhero movies was really on that scale right there?
Like, well, you gotta understand that was
before the trend. Than Blade.
It wasn't that many. Came out. Yeah, it wasn't that many.
You got this is now, but you gotta understand superhero movies wasn't a thing back then. It was slowly. It just like introduced to the market. Now Marvel and DC and all of them, Batman.
They are the
that predates that. So yeah, before that time. So back then you actually went to the movies to watch other stuff. Huh?
So what would the movie you think would be the one that kind of got superhero movies up there?
Spider-Man.
Iron Man. I say Iron Man.
Nah, I gotta go Spider-Man.
Iron Man. For Marvel, Iron Man.
For Marvel.
Nah. For Marvel, it's Iron Man. Iron Man started the trend towards the big trend toward that and Batman. I say that and Batman.
The Dark Knight.
I can't really take
the Dark Knight made it mainstream.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, but you gotta understand that superhero movies wasn't mainstream like doing the whole universe of it. It was just pretty much Batman. That's what I'm saying. Batman, not saying Iron Man started the trend. I would say if I had the 2 movies that made it.
We pretty much got Comic-Con because of Iron Man. That's pretty much why Comic-Con is this.
A lot of people don't know that. Iron Man started the whole Marvel, pretty much started the whole Marvel universe, if you actually think about it.
Not just Marvel, the whole comic book, like the whole like Comic-Con, the Awesome Cons, all that happened because of Iron Man.
Yeah, the Iron Man movie. The sets of the Iron Man movie.
I don't know, man.
It did.
I'm just saying.
It did, man.
Spider-Man was the one that actually.
You talking about the
Spider-Man? Yeah. You gotta understand, Spider-Man didn't change the culture of the superhero movies. That's what I'm saying. Iron Man changed the culture. You gotta understand, it's always one ignition. It was Iron Man, bro. I would say Iron Man in the Dark Knight series.
You would say Iron Man because that was the first one from Marvel Studios?
They made it big. Then they followed the trend. You gotta understand, studios, you usually see like one superhero movie. Studio did a whole universe, a whole lineup of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Disney took a chance. They gave him a blank check. It was like, do what y'all need to do. Then they made a 26 movie series of one saga. One goddamn saga had 26 movies because of one movie.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, you can't argue that fact right there. Just saying.
That is true.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series outside of Spider-Man 3. Don't get me wrong. But as far as the popularity of it, Iron Man brought the popularity back to the comic book world when Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Iron Man.
And that's crazy because in the comics, Iron Man like a mid-tier dude.
Yeah, he's mid. He's not really that popular. He's not really that popular.
I remember when they were talking about Iron Man was battling, alcoholism in the comics back in the day.
Yeah, like shit.
Yeah.
Not the worst. What about DC? Probably Catwoman. Yeah, Catwoman. It's Catwoman.
Oh, Catwoman was really good.
That's a no
Green.
That might be the worst superhero movie of all time.
I watch Green Lantern any day before Catwoman. Yes, only thing good about Catwoman is Halle Berry in a cat suit. That's the only thing good about it. Other than that, the movie is trash, all around trash.
It's either sex appeal or comedy, because both of those movies were trash.
Both of them were trash. If I had to pick between, yeah,
you had what's my man's name? Fuck, I can't think of his name, man, which is crazy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nigga to play Green Lantern. Like, his comedy was there, even though they actually held some of his jokes, what made it even more trash.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. They got Ryan Reynolds at the wrong time too, because that was like, damn, they got him with that sorry ass script at the time. Yeah, bro. Nah. I'm happy Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He fits that character a whole lot better than he does anybody else. So.
What was the one before Superman Man of Steel? That was trash too.
Superman Returns. Yeah,
that was trash.
Superman Returns. Yeah, that was trash.
That was trash.
Oh crap! Hey, did y'all hear on the news? It just happened.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Bill Russell passed away today.
Yeah, Bill Russell just got
it. Yeah, literally just got it.
R.I.P. Bill Russell.
Damn.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he was 88. He had to be.
He let it go. He let it go.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna rename that Celtics arena Bill Russell Arena.
He about to get a statue. Yeah. I don't know. Do he already have a statue? He might already.
I think he does.
So.
I believe he do. Could be wrong.
I think so.
I can look it up. Could be wrong. I believe he have a statue there.
Hey, bro, Marvel, DC had a lot of trash ass movies. I forgot about Steel.
Yeah, like a lot of those.
Oh man, I forgot about Shaq.
Yeah,
that might be up there. That might be worse than Catwoman. It's up.
Well, which one?
Still Shaq.
Nobody don't even talk about that movie.
Had a cool toy though. I had the toy back in the day though.
But let's give context to it. That was the 90s. It was a lot of cheesy ass movies in the 90s though. Like that superhero.
That whole era, yeah. That's the Batman Forever era. No,
Batman Robin.
That's the one. Yeah, era. Batman Forever was decent because of Jim Carrey.
Pretty much, yeah. He saved that.
Batman and Robin was trash. Yeah.
The soundtrack. That was a dope ass soundtrack.
I'm Victim Freeze.
Hey.
Poison Ivy. Yeah. That was like a star-studded movie that was just trash all around. Yeah, Uma Thurman. Who was that? Crap. I can't remember all of them. George Clooney.
Arnold.
Yeah. Arnold.
Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, that was Uma.
Alicia Silverstone was in that goddamn movie.
Yeah, that was like a star-studded movie that was trash.
And that's what they were trying to push Chris O'Donnell as the heartthrob.
Yeah. Yep. Even though it's supposed to be Marlon Wayans, but a lot of people forgot about that. But, yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, there was a lot of trash movies in the mid-90s.
Nah, it was a lot of movies that were trash in the 90s, bro, that we overlooked.
Yeah, it was.
I think what they do need to make a remake over though. And they need to keep the same person, or even just come out with a part 2 and just make it way better. Constantine down.
I think they should redo. Maybe I don't know if they'd do it. Meteor Man would be a good idea for.
Oh yeah, that would be because they can make it as cheesy as they want, and it's not going to lose anything from it.
Because Meteor Man is not supposed to be like a serious movie, though.
It
Like,
wasn't
you know,
supposed to
like
be.
right.
It wasn't
it wasn't supposed to be in that. Well, you could change it to that context, I guess. You know how modern times they do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it wouldn't take any value from the movie because kind of like how it was. Like, they could turn it into a fucking lottery ticket type movie, and it wouldn't really lose its context. It would still be Meteor Man, as long as the comedy's there.
That's true. All right. That's
Just
it.
don't do another Blank Man.
Yeah.
Well,
Blank Man was
Blank Man is like a one shot type of deal. Like, I don't think you can remake Blank Man. Certain movies you can't remake. You can't.
They try to find a way.
Nah, Blank Man. I don't think they're gonna leave that alone.
J5.
I would.
Please do.
Only way I can see that happening is if like they sons or like the younger Marlins end up doing it. That's the only way. And even with that, I still think it'll be like a How High 2.
Yep.
Oh my god. That might be the worst part 2 of all time of anything.
Nah, you got Belly 2. That's up there.
Belly. Yeah.
Belly worse than How High 2?
Yeah. Oh, it's close. It's close. It's close.
I actually watched, but I never watched How High 2, to be honest. I actually watched
Hey, Jay, I might have to go with How High 2. How High 2 is terrible, bro.
No, both
How High 2 is bad, bro. At least Belly, you got the opening scene, you got the Keisha scene. How High 2 is just trash, bro. Like,
no, I'm talking about Belly 2.
Belly 2. Game,
ooh, with the game? Oh, not Belly 2 by far. Belly 2 was trash. Belly 1 wasn't really that good like people think it. I know it's a hood classic.
Trash.
Belly 1 wasn't that good, bro.
I'm just gonna go to Africa. I don't know.
I'm just gonna tell you,
but I'm just gonna
tell you, Belly 1 wasn't that good. Belly was the first half of Belly. I'd say the first half, maybe the first quarter of the movie was good. Then after that, it just got worse. Like, just
like the whole.
You could tell it was one big music video.
Muslim or wherever he changed. I don't think it was or joined the Brotherhood or whoever he joined.
Wasn't he like undercover by the feds to kill dude? So that's why he went there.
Yeah. I was like, young, this is crazy. I'm
that joke just turned to James Bond the last 10 minutes. People forget about that part.
Yeah, it's time to end it. Yep, time to end it. That's real. Let's end it here. Let's go ahead and end it right there.
Y'all know, like, remember the movie and them DMX was watching at this house? You know that's actually a real movie, and that movie's like sick as hell.
That was a real movie?
It's called Gummo.
That
movie's crazy. It is one of the sickest movies I ever watched in my life.
Wow.
Because it's so dirty. It's just like, ew. Like, it's a scene like the nigga eating spaghetti in a dirty bathtub and drinking milk and all the shit in the bathtub. You gotta see it. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, hell.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm about to say interesting.
Because it's like based on a small town that was destroyed by a flood and kids like doing drugs and shit trying to survive. One of them crazy 90 movies. Like Bully 13 and shit like that.
I'm interested. Don't know why, but
I don't know. You saw this. I'm sort of intrigued to watch it just because you.
Please do. It's called Gummo, like named after the like Tekashi song. It's crazy.
Yeah, I immediately thought about that, but I don't really like to give him that much credit, so I just let it left.
Because when I first found out, I said, "Get the fuck out of here! This is a real movie." They ended up finding that joint through my sources, and it's an interesting watch. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm like into like movies that's like disturbing.
I'm curious, young.
Like Cannibal Holocaust. That movie's crazy.
NT actually like that Beyonce album.
I don't think we all didn't really care for it.
He didn't trash it, but I did go as far as say it was disappointing compared to what I expected to have.
As far as
I even went as far as saying if I choose between hers and Drake, I will go back and listen to Drake's, even though I think Beyonce did have a better album.
Well, I will only listen to the Drake joint for like 2 songs.
Both of them for 2 songs, honestly.
But that's the thing, though.
Mhm.
On the Drake jump is more than the 2 songs that's actually growing on me, and I keep hearing this shit in certain clubs I'm going to, and I'm like, you know what, this show try to catch you on the low, like especially on the dance floor, and you know the drinks and got up there, and you're like, hold up, Drake, you might have did that, but what I'm more disappointed is this is part 1 for her album, so that means you have 2 parts of this trash.
Wow, you bold to say this trash. I'm gonna say it's not my cup of tea. I would. Look, you want to hear me like, you know what? I'm going to the gym. I'm going to listen to that Beyonce album. Like, never.
This is what she did. You know that You Can't Take My Soul. She basically used a melody. So to the ears and the brainwaves, you actually have it on repeat without even the song playing. Yeah, that too as well.
It's a 90s jam. It's like an early 90s jam.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
I don't know if
techno.
Said it,
yeah.
Or somebody else, but it's like certain songs are more popular just because of a tone and then what replays in your head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about sound. So she did that perfectly, but that song was so I'm not gonna go there, but it was just basic as hell, and I really can't remember a lyric, but You Can't Break My Soul, and it's on repeat. Like,
so you need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, when it came to Rihanna, all you had to do is work, and that shit was a hit.
Pretty much, same thing.
They made a hit saying work for 5 minutes. It works. Oh no, man.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm more.
Kendrick still got album of the year right now. Kendrick still got album of the year.
I guess.
It's another album out there that's up there with that. I just don't remember what it is right now.
Me personally, Big Crit is up there. That Big Crit album's fire. I don't
know. Yeah, I don't know. It's Toxic Boys for Life, but I'm still listening to that Future album.
Still listening to the Future album?
Yeah.
That shit was mid though.
It's still alright.
Hey, but tell you, I remember when I was listening to album, I said, "I'll Wait for You" was gonna be a hit song, a radio song. But they sampled it. When I first heard it, I was like, "Yeah, that's a radio song." I could picture people doing like Instagram, TikTok challenges and stuff like that. So
pretty much.
I can see I can see it. I was like, okay, it was okay. The Future album was okay. It grew on me. I
wonder who's dropping next.
Supposed to be the Lil Baby.
Oh yeah, Baby do drop.
When that joint come out,
somebody else dropping too though. You know who just came out with a trash ass album too? Southside and Lil Durk. Oh my god, that joint was trash. I said, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, 2022 started being a little trashy this year.
You said it's almost over, bro. It's only 4 months left in the year, bro. August is tomorrow, bro.
It's more than half the year. This year is a little shaky.
It's more than half. The year almost over, bro. We be in August.
It's been kind of shaky.
You blink, we be at Thanksgiving right now.
Huh?
I said you blink, it be Thanksgiving.
Slipping.
Ain't nobody
it may not be a good year for music, bro. You know how you got those odd years. Good year for music.
Yeah, because everybody's prepping for last year. That's why.
That's true. It's a real trash year, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, who's really? All right, we should already known that it was some bullshit in the game once Drake and Beyonce dropped the dance song. Not only with them having dance or I guess alternative music dropping, it would be considered alternative music, right? Maybe dance alternative. I don't know.
This is dance.
It's dance. It's a category.
Also,
they will put dance as alternative though. You all right with that? Yeah. What category?
So, who else? Because I just heard somebody else. I want to say Wiz Khalifa just dropped a little dance jump, and it's kind of catchy. And I'm like, I don't know if this is about to be the wave for the rest of the year, but I don't see anybody else coming out with anything decent.
Yeah, the Weeknd already called this shit like a year ago, so I'm not surprised.
They all trying to follow his wave, honestly.
Yeah.
What you think everybody waiting till next year or something?
Gotta be all.
No, I mean, you got DJ Khaled still gonna drop. We'll see what he do with his shit.
Stop it
Stop it with that DJ Khaled. It's the same form. It's goddamn.
I know. But it worked.
Same goddamn.
It worked.
Well, I guess if it ain't broke, why fix it? If you making money off it, I guess. But
on that
we
note,
still got Christmas. I mean, Thanksgiving. You might have it. Jay-Z like to drop around that time. Hopefully.
Oh, come on, man! Please
Hopefully.
Stop. Look, there's nobody left for the drop that we really care about.
Oh, a new Ross out of nowhere. Who knows?
I don't want to hear Ross either.
Wale come out of nowhere in November. Who knows?
Wale, okay, I can see that, but I don't think Wale is.
I don't see Wale dropping an album. I don't see Wale dropping an album, but it shocked me.
The fact you brought up DJ Khaled means we got to end the show. All right, we ended.
All right, guys. At the end of the show, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. They're gonna post some other content. Mr. Jones almost fell asleep on us again. Repeat offender.
Nah, I was there.
Whatever. If you fell asleep, make sure you mute yourself and turn your camera.
I can recall the conversation about Zion and wait. I can recall.
Hey man, we gotta play that. You should have played that music. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
I'm laugh.
All right, guys. Peace and hair grease. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also, follow Sports Talk Tan Josh on YouTube.
Yeah. Look at all the top running backs and receivers and quarterbacks.
Yeah, we got our top 5 series. We saving it for. I'm not giving away too much because we got fantasy football this year. It's money.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you no fantasy football secrets. You ask me, yeah, man, I think you should draft. Rob Gronkowski. I'm gonna give you the worst draft advice ever.
So, quick question: who's the number 1 receiver?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
All right, man. Look here, trying to give me the. Right.
But we are going to drop a top wide receiver, top QB. So it's going to be this week.
Right. It's gonna make sure we watch their show and everybody else too as well, so we can have the advantage. Just like
fantasy football coming around. There will be no mercy for fantasy football. There will be no mercy. No mercy.
About to defend that crowd. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace and love, y'all.